Hello, everyone. I am so glad to see all of your faces. I hope everyone had a fantastic Thanksgiving. I've missed you all. I saw some of you guys yesterday, and I'm just glad to see everybody back over here tonight. Welcome, welcome in. I don't want to take up too much time. I just have a couple of quick little housekeeping things, and then we'll get right to the phone calls. Okay. So, the first housekeeping thing that I wanted to talk about is make sure that you have your um, notifications turned on to all and all that business and that you're subscribed because I have a video, just a quickie video that I'm going to be premiering tomorrow. I think you guys, I hope, will like. And oh, welcome, Catherine. Thank you for joining membership. So I think you guys will like that. So be on the lookout for that. And then the other thing is now tomorrow is Alec Murdaugh's sentencing for the state charges of the financial crimes. Okay. So I think that we're more than likely going to finish this up tonight. If we don't, we'll get through as much as we can and then we'll finish on Allie's tomorrow night if we don't finish here tonight. Either way, we will I will be back here live tomorrow night. I got to schedule it around, obviously the calls, and we are going to talk about Alec Murdaugh's sentencing tomorrow. It's going to be quite lengthy. Apparently, the state, and this is the part I'm curious about, the state is going to lay out what he did and how he did it, and then, and this is the most important part, they're going to give the victims of his financial crimes an opportunity to speak for victim impact statements. And I want to give you guys a heads up. He took a plea deal. And so he's going to get a total of 27 years in addition to the time he's already facing on the murder conviction. Okay. So, but each count that he pled to is involves one victim that he stole money from. So they're all going to speak tomorrow. Oh, cool, Jade Raid. Yay. So good to see everybody. So I wanted to let you guys know about that because you guys know I covered that the murder trial, and I've been following this financial crimes trial from, waiting for it to start and everything. So but I want to cover all that tomorrow. Plus, the poot is going to be there. So, he's going to be speaking too, and I can hardly wait to hear what he has to say. Okay, so that's the only housekeeping that I have. And without further ado, let me bring up the girls, because we can't have two Jens and an Allie without another Jen and an Allie. Hi, girls. How are you?
We're here.
Oh, let me say something really quick before I forget. Cement Shoes, member for 22 months.
Wow.
So, thank you for supporting me. He's been supporting me from jump. Pointer Lover, member for 8 months. Thank you. Katrina Hetherington gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Queen of Hearts, Charnel, member for 4 months. Thank you all so very much for supporting me all this time and all the things. And I'm so grateful to all of you guys. And let me get over here to the present screen. You guys have any bit of housekeeping you guys need to say before we get it started?
No, just that the first call is with Harley on December 7th of 2020. And actually, let me just look at it here.
Okay.
The first call is 4 minutes and 37 seconds.
Okay. How many?
4 minutes and 37 seconds.
Wow, that's not very long. And Nadine, member for 13 months. Yay, we're a toddler.
Aw. We're a
How about
toddler.
you, Nate Boo? You know I do. I love all of you guys. You guys are just the best. You really are. All of you. So supportive.
So
I'm
at the
really
time, we were
excited.
giving away a lot of free calls because of COVID, but the free
Okay.
calls were not 15 minutes. The free calls only last 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's why.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Shelly Bean, for the super sticker. So generous. I appreciate that so much. And thank you so much to Melissa Jade for the Jade Raid. I appreciate that um, so
Yeah,
much. So
I
much.
was
Thank
just
you.
I was just there until about like 5 minutes before we started, and she was going over some file stuff, but then also she was playing a call with Letecia and Aunt Brenda, and it was so interesting to hear because it was a prison call, and
Oh,
she didn't want to speak to her dad, and she didn't want to, like, she was just done with everybody, and she was going to pray for them all, but she was done with them. And it's just funny knowing yesterday we just heard her talking to her dad, trying to see what she could get out of him. And then
yes.
apparently she was going to give Harley money and all that. So, yeah, it's kind of weird to hear that and then go to this.
It's sad how quickly people become disposable to Letitia,
Hmm.
you know? So sad. All right, you guys ready? Because here we go. This is the
Yeah.
first call of I know it says December 9th, but I went back a little bit, but it's fine. It's over. It'll start, the page will turn as soon as I hit play. Okay, I am muting now. I'm going over to there and going to push play. Anything else before I do that?
Nope.
Okie dokie.
No.
Because that way, sorry, I think they charge like $1. Thank you for using Global Telling.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
what are you doing?
Nothing at work.
Oh, was this is the free one, right?
Yeah.
Cold. Did you talk to my dad?
He never answered me.
He never answered you.
Mm-mm.
All right. Freezing.
Thank you.
You paid your rent though, right?
Yeah.
And you have his right number, right?
Yeah.
Because I like legit talked to him.
I don't know.
All right, I'll call him like in the next couple of days again. Do you want this thing remailed to the to Dee Dee's address?
Yeah.
Okay. I have that copy, and I'm just gonna remail it to you because I found out what was going on with the other stuff. That's why I got mad at Katrina because she has a big mouth.
What other stuff?
Remember, I kept telling you I didn't know how to find out what was going on with it, like with my retirement stuff.
Mhm.
And I ended up finally getting a way to figure it out, and she just like. So like the whole thing with the like the whole divorce stuff was done, right? But we haven't divided. So
But you had what?
we hadn't divided like the assets yet, right?
Mhm.
Like we haven't went to the hearing for that. So like I had somebody tell Aunt Katrina like, hey, because they were trying to get help on what I was supposed to be putting on the application, right? So so she gets told in private. Then when I was on the phone with her, she goes and like mentions it, and I was just like, hello, like why did you even say that? And then she had like started messaging like my attorneys and telling them, and I'm like, they already heard this anyway. They know I was trying to get my retirement. Like you don't have to go run tell people that. Like they already knew that, and so like because of that, I got a letter that said reminder I'm not supposed to use any distribute any assets or anything like that until the assets hearing.
Mm.
Yeah, and so, that's exactly why I didn't say anything to her over the phone. I had somebody else tell her. And then she said it. And I'm sitting there like, what in the world? Like, why would you do that? I mean, because it's no different. Like, if someone gave me a, you know, let's say someone gave me $50,000 for an attorney, right? And then we haven't been to that assets thing. You could come up and say that I already had that. You know what I mean? That it wasn't a gift. You see what I'm saying? That somebody could say I owe them half of it. You know what I mean? So what I want you, yeah, you see what I'm saying? Because I haven't been in that. So she said her big mouth, and you know they hear it. And so then I got that letter from that other attorney saying, remember, we can't distribute any assets until March. But so what I need you to do is then I need you to print all.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I need you to print off the Colorado PERA, PERA application and send it to me. It's for whenever you want to withdraw, because I'm going to redo it all. That way it's done by the time the asset thing's done. You know what I mean? And then
Withdraw what?
The retirement. And then I'm going to get the I'm going to get the South Carolina one resent to me too. And I'm going to just do it myself and send it off. But I'll mail your paperback out to you today. And I'll talk to you later, okay?
Okay.
All right, love you.
Love you.
You okay?
Bye. Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Hello?
Okay, I know that one was a quickie, and I probably should have just played the next one, but I had to break in because the audacity of this woman. Okay, the fact of the matter is, stop blaming Aunt Katrina. If you would have gotten that money, Letecia, which is all a lie, anyways, but at the end of the day, that is part of the collective assets, and so what you were doing, if you were intending to use your retirement towards your lawyers or whatever, then yeah, you're not allowed to do that. Kind of like she sort of gave herself away. The Florida uh, home that she says, the timeshare that she has equity in or whatever it is that's set up for her through Chance's aunt, Harley's father's aunt, whatever, however that was. The fact of the matter is, oh yeah, let me put closed captions on. The fact of the matter is, when they did an asset search, they would have found that too. And that also, unless they signed something prior to marriage, completely designating that money or equity as Leticia's, and that Albert signed away his right to it, that would have also been community property. And so, no, if they can see that you've been given a gift, Letecia, for an attorney's fee, that doesn't count as assets at the time of your marriage. Stop it. You could have gotten around that. You need to quit playing with these people. All right, that's all I wanted to say. Let's get back into it. I turned closed captions on. Here we go.
Hey, do you got like a few minutes you can write stuff down?
Yeah. Hold on. Okay.
Okay, so I need the Colorado PERA application sent to me. It's for retirement withdrawal. You probably got to navigate around the system to find it.
Okay.
All right. Number 2, you need to finish the application that Brenda told you to do about the whole food thing, because that's a smart idea to do before you go to school. Because once you go to school, there's different qualifications that you have to meet when you're a student.
Okay.
Well, there's different ones you don't have to meet whenever you're not a student.
Okay.
But did you look for any of the other jobs?
No, because I texted her and I wanted to see what she would say, because she keeps being like, "It's your car, Harley. Like, I don't care. Like, she was like, I'm gonna get it back to you at the end of the month, meaning the end of November." So then I texted her yesterday and I was like, "Hey, what's our plan with the car situation so I can figure out about the second job that I have?" And she didn't answer me.
So she didn't answer you at all?
Mm-mm.
And when was that you sent that?
Yesterday morning. And then I sent a question mark and she still didn't answer me.
Well, then that's why That's why I'm asking you this, because that'll be just going on with the other party's plan. Because she ain't gonna let me give her the money for the car. I'm not going down that route. We talked about that. You know what I mean? And I sent her the letter, and she got it, because I know she got it because she had the other power of attorney. So she's supposed to be giving me like signing it, saying it that she's gonna let me give her
There's a
money for the
shirt
car.
and a pair of
If she don't,
pants.
I'm not gonna worry about it.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? All right.
Yeah, I was just telling you because I just
I
sent
know.
that to her to see what she would say.
Yeah, I
And
know.
of course, any other time she would answer me, but if I texted her that, she didn't answer me.
Yeah. All right. Did you do your TransUnion stuff? No.
I don't know like who to call.
If you Google it online, it'll tell you exactly where, if you have a discrepancy with it, what you're supposed to do. And there's numbers you can call.
Yeah, I know, but like, okay.
You call the actual credit report.
Cause I tried doing that, but like nothing came up online, or it just didn't get me anywhere.
And you just call any number you get from TransUnion and just keep going with it. You got to be persistent about it. So that's 3. So there's no reason you can't get those done. All right, 4. And I want the truth about this. Have you talked to Kim since about my stuff?
She texted me the other day. She was like, "Hey, sorry I haven't talked to you. I've been so busy in Greenville. So I've been trying to. She just has been not home."
Okay, well, you got all this. You're gonna have time coming up where you're only working a little bit. You need to have Aunt Brenda go with you to get it, and that's thousands of dollars worth of stuff, Harley, that you can sell.
Mm-hmm.
Because first of all, I'm not gonna be able to wear it because I'm gonna be too small. Second of all, I don't really care about that stuff because God will provide again.
Mm-hmm.
But that's thousands of dollars of stuff that you could sell. I mean, unless she sold it.
No, I didn't.
No, I said unless she did.
Oh.
Which she shouldn't have, because I didn't give her a right to even get it to begin with.
Right.
So you need to ask her about that. You need honesty from it. Because you're talking about cake, date, purses, all kinds of stuff, especially at Christmas time. You can sell that stuff easy. You, not somebody else. You. If you're working 2 days a week, there's no reason you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, don't get rid of all of it, but just the valuable stuff.
Right.
I mean, I know there's like $2,000 worth of Louis Pulitzer stuff in there.
Mm-hmm.
So Venus has been sitting there going bad in her thing. That's why I didn't want it to begin with. I'd rather known that it went inside Aunt Brenda's house or something. Anyway. And then I'll just keep all my shorts and stuff like that. That's, regular stuff. But you're talking about like shoes in there. There's like tennis shoes and all that. I won't wear them new things anyway because I'll say they're all last season. You know what I mean? As long as I keep my heels.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to find out about that and not like wait it out, not whatever, because I need to know what the deal is with that. Because did you go to some house to put it in there?
No.
So how do you know? I thought you said you went with them to carry it.
I'll be in the back.
We went there to pick it up and we put it in the car and then she brought it there. Pretty sure Miss Dee Dee went there.
Her Miss Dee Dee went to it?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
But you put it in the boxes?
Yeah. And we folded everything, hung stuff up.
All right, well then you need to find out, tell her it's imperative that I want myself indoors. Ain't Brenda don't have a problem putting it in the house, and the rest of the stuff that is going to be last season or 2 seasons ago, you can sell it. Because I'm not going to wear it anyway if it was old like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well do it now. And there's no reason that stuff should be missing because I didn't give her permission to do any of that. So I don't know who started all that.
Nobody started anything. I don't even know what you're talking about.
I know. I'm just saying, when Amy got that rumor started, I didn't even, you know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to find that out because that's enough until I figure out this whole stupid assets thing that we got to go through waiting before the assets hearing or whatever. There's no reason that's not thousands of worth of stuff, even selling it on the streets. Not on the streets, but you know what I mean, online.
Yeah.
You even got Plato's Closet and places like that too. Because I really don't think I care about it. Like, you know, when I finally do get out of here, I'll just rebuy stuff. Because I'm not going to be like, oh, I've had that anyway for a long time. You see what I'm saying? I mean, obviously I want to keep like all the expensive underwear and undergarments and stuff I got, and bras and stuff like that, and my shorts and stuff like that. But that's different, or anything fancy that I like. But the point is, there's still stuff you could take out of there from the Lily, from those jackets, from those tennis shoes, from all that stuff, and you can sell them. But anyway, what was I going to say? Yeah, because see, I still have to go to that hearing about all my jewelry, because I don't have any of my jewelry, and that's in itself, the rings were $4,000 or $5,000. You know what I mean? But anyway, so that's that. And then what's on the list next? We'll get the application, all the other stuff done. And then, yeah, so I got to talk to Kim about clothes. Did you talk to Miss Sue about the dog stuff?
Miss who?
Amy's mom? Hello?
I'm typing.
But you were supposed to do that the other day.
I know, and I didn't write it down, so I forgot.
Have you talked to Amy? I tried to get her a couple of days, but she must be working.
Yeah, because we've been trying to figure stuff out on my phone.
All right. Well, don't forget to ask your mom about that, because her mom volunteered that part. All right, so so that Colorado Para application you're going to send to me, it should be a printout one somewhere, right? Okay, and then I'll have the South Carolina one. I got to have it resubmitted electronically for that one, because I have to have it resubmitted since I'm supposed to be holding off for these asset things, but I don't want to get in any trouble with that. You know what I mean? And then but it's still in. I can't spend it until we go to the asset things. Like the application's still in. All right, and then hold on. Oh, and then I want you to look for a see if there's a printable version of Colorado Social Security disability application. It's not for me. I'm helping somebody with this who really needs the help, so that's my good deed I need to do. So you can put that in the same envelope with the para application. It's the Social Security disability application. Because I want to help this lady. And then, let's see, so you paid your rent. All right, I'm mailing this out to you here. I called my dad, he didn't answer. I don't know. I just hate it. He would lie because he was just like, yeah, I got a number. I still have a caller Saturday or Sunday. Everybody was like, yeah, we'll call her. Whatever. Okay, you got food app. Did you look into the North Carolina Ready schools?
No, because there's just no point.
Why?
Because I already got registered for all my classes and stuff, and then I'd have to go through a whole nother application and residence.
All right. You the one just mentioned you always wanted to go somewhere to school, so I was just glad to put it out there. That's all. And then, can you look online to see how much this book costs? It's called Merry Christmas, Alex Cross.
Merry Christmas,
Alex Cross.
Looks like it's only like $5.
Okay. Can you just add it to your cart, and I'm gonna release some money on my account here to you, and I'll tell you how to do it, how to get it, and I'll have you buy some more books for me. All right?
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Love you.
You okay?
Yeah.
Promise?
No,
you're not. What's wrong?
Nothing.
Okay. Love you. Bye.
Love you, bye.
Hey.
Okay. Yeah, I don't even know Harley, and even I can tell something is wrong with Harley.
Well, yeah, she didn't sign up to be a secretary, and anytime she tries to talk about herself or, like what she's about to do in school, I mean, Letecia was just so rude. Like, yeah, okay, stop talking. Stop talking. I don't care. All right. If you're not going to do what I told you to do, that's fine, but I don't care what you're actually doing.
Unless you're doing it for me. Then I care.
Right. Right. Oh, and this SSDI application that's totally for a friend. No,
Mhm.
no, it's not for a friend. It's for her because she wants to collect disability income based on her mental. She wants to know if she can go. Yeah.
No, tell
Sorry.
it.
I mean, well, it's a whole big thing, and I don't want to open a can of worms that I can't prove yet.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
but she did apply for Social Security. I'm not sure exactly when she did it, and so that's why I don't really want to go all the way into it. But she
Gotcha.
absolutely did apply for Social Security while she was in jail because she was disabled. Not disabled as in like her freedom had been taken away, but because of her mental health struggle, she felt like she should also get paid by the state who's prosecuting her for murder. But they should also pay her because she's disabled and she can't work. No, sweetie, you can't work because you're in jail. Not that she would be working if she was out of jail, but you know what I mean.
Right. 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 No, I gotcha. She sucks.
She sucks. Yeah, that's my
Doesn't Harley,
commentary.
doesn't,
Letitia sucks.
doesn't Harley sound like just so down at this point? Like, it's like she's just getting wore down with her stuff and the constant, like you said, she didn't sign up to be a secretary. It's sad, like hearing her tone of voice in this last
It
one.
is sad.
Wait,
I
well, that
actually
magical. Oh, I'm sorry.
go ahead, babe. No, it's okay. I'll say it in a minute. I'll remember it.
Oh, well, it's just, that magical $25,000 is not going to come through. And, some part of Harley had to know that the whole time, but there was a time when she was real excited about it, checking her account and whatnot. But now the reason
Yeah.
is because she's waiting on this assets hearing, which is part of the divorce. So now it's Albert's fault that Harley's not going to get the imaginary money. But yeah, go ahead and sell all my super fashion stuff. There's thousands of dollars of stuff. No, there isn't. There isn't.
Well,
I
That's so
mean,
sad. Ugh.
let's be honest here, okay? Letitia, the only taste you got is in your mouth. That's number one. Number two, clothes, even purses. Now, listen, Kate Spade is all right, but Kate Spade is not as it is not as doesn't hold its value the same way, say, certain Coach bags do, or Dooney and Burke bags, or a Birkin. Which, let's be honest, Letitia is not, uh, at a Birkin bag, or who is the other one? Hermes. Um, there, she's not quite there yet. Let me say this really quick. Lynette, Lindsay, Ellie, and Sarah, thank you for joining membership. Welcome to the ward. Thank you very, very much. But anyway, my point, I was going to say, I think Harley was down. You said what I was going to say. Gucci, yes, that too, Lori. Um, um, Oh, and Louis Vuitton. I forgot about Louis Vuitton. My mom would be very upset if I forgot Louis Vuitton. My mom's favorite was Dooney and Burke and Coach. I have two Coach purses and one Dooney and Burke. They were gifts. I would never ever get something like that for myself. Actually, it's not true. I have three Dooney and Burkes, but they were all gifts. I would never spend that kind of money on myself ever. But my mom believed in a good bag. She loved a good bag. But that's what I was going to say. I think that Harley has finally, it's like the reality of the situation with the money has sunk in with Harley. And I think Harley is like, I ain't getting that, that money. That money is a lie. Pitbull wants to know, Crime Curious, did Letecia actually try to call her dad?
oh, that's a great question. While you were just now, I pulled up the case report because what I
Yes.
also think is a lie is this whole rings business. She's pissing me off with these rings. All through the pretext calls, and she keeps telling Aunt Brenda, well, if they'd give me my rings back, then I could sell them and give that money back to you, and
Mm-hmm.
um, And I don't remember seeing anywhere in any of the things that were seized, whether that was Harley's Jetta or Leticia's purse or a search of the house or whatever it was. And she always says they, like El Paso County has her rings. And so anyway, I pulled up the report and I searched diamond, because she said that, apparently the big one's a diamond, right? The word diamond is nowhere in the case report. I searched ring, and that brought back more than 1,000 because of all the Ring doorbell cameras.
Yes.
So then I searched wedding ring, nothing. I don't remember seeing, and it's not there. I mean, I know I'm remembering properly, and I'll find the actual reports. But the point is, they don't have these rings that she's talking about. But I do know.
Think so.
No, I don't know what she did with the rings. I'm sure. I'm thinking I remember somebody saying, now I can't verify it, and it's not part of all the data that I pulled for the road trip video, but I remember hearing somewhere that she stopped at a pawn shop in Texas during the road trip in the first couple days. So that would have been like on the 1st and the 2nd.
I think we talked about that during the trial because we were like, for what?
Yeah, there was. I just can't remember where I heard the pawn shop tidbit. You know what I mean? And if I can't go back and reference it, then I can't use it. So if anybody out there knows where her stopping at a pawn shop came from, or if you also heard that, I mean, if anybody remembers, please help.
Well,
anyway,
Little Red Riding heard it too. Listen, Letecia thinks. Let me tell you what she should have really. No, let me start again. That's not what I want to say. Letecia has unrealistic expectations for what her clothing is valued at. Okay, if it's already last season, Letecia, then you're not going to get any kind of money for it. You're not going to get these thousands of dollars. Okay. There's a lot of things that go into, when you resell your clothing and the appraisal of it. And, it ain't, you ain't getting thousands of dollars, Tisha Lynn. Now you may have spent thousands of dollars, but you ain't going to recoup that kind of money, ma'am. Sorry.
Well, is there any record of Harley selling any of her stuff? I'd be curious about that, like on Facebook or anything. And did she call Dad? Did you try to call Dad? Don't forget that one.
Oh yeah. I almost did forget. Sorry. Yeah, as far as I know, there's no record of Harley selling this stuff. But also remember, so Leticia's asking why Harley's down. In my opinion, she's down because you just told her to go get her stuff. You're not happy with how it's being stored anyway. You just told Harley to go get your stuff so that she and only she can sell it. And the reason Letecia worded it that way, where she was like, you, not somebody else, you. The reason she did that is because that was the phone call where Letecia told Harley, don't you call me mother, or whatever she said. And that's because in that phone call, that first time that we hear Letecia just go off on Harley about, oh God. That was because she was accusing Harley of selling her stuff or being in cahoots with Kim, who was selling her stuff. And it was awful. And so now here Leticia's talking about it like it's no big deal. Hey, go get my stuff and sell it, okay? Thanks, love you, bye. And then did you see how she hung up?
Yes.
I mean, she's like, love you, bye, click. There was no way she was waiting for Harley to say I love you back.
No.
No. But that's because she's in wheel and dealing mode, right? On, whatever else she's into for that day. And other times when she's talking to Harley, she won't let her off the phone because she hasn't said I love you yet. Okay, still looking.
She's really something else. You want me to go ahead and play the next call while you look, babe, so we're not under pressure? Allie, did you have anything else you wanted to add, babe?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, no. So I'm looking for the whole day of the 7th.
I'm going
to tell you.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry. I don't know why I interrupted like that. Like I just don't have any manners at all.
So
no
on the
home training.
7th, At 7:12 a.m., she tried to call Harley and it was not accepted. At 7:12 a.m. again, she tried to call Harley and it was not accepted. At 11:27 a.m., she tried to call Harley again and the inmate hung up before it connected. And then we have the call that we just listened to.
So the answer is no, she did not try to call her father, which is a lie.
Correct. She was lying.
I'm shocked. I
I
want to
know.
say thank you guys. Everybody, welcome and hi to everybody who's come in just now before I forget. The truth of the matter is the only people that would really be interested in Letecia's clothing are people who collect that kind of thing, because of her case.
Right, but
And that's
she's
all
not.
I'm going to say about that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
that's all I'm going to say too. Never mind.
Yeah. So, I mean, she's just really deluded.
Yeah, my comment is so last season.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready to play the next call?
Yes.
Okie dokie. Allie, you good? You good, babe?
Yes, ma'am, I am good. I'm just looking for my phone charger before
Okay.
this dies. That's why I muted real fast last time because they're watching Walking Dead in there.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, let me push play. Here we go.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Are you at Conway High School?
No.
Oh. I
Why?
didn't know. Because I didn't know if the students were still in my classroom or not.
No. You have 0 students.
Okay, because I made sure I put in for a substitute.
Oh, good. No, you're good.
Okay.
Have you talked to Harley or anything lately?
Yesterday.
Yeah. All right, I'm bringing her. She got someone to help pay her phone bill, and she's coming over to my phone bill, so she's going to be on my phone bill. Yeah, I'm going to help her out. But before they would let her transfer from her AT&T account to my AT&T account, I told her she had to pay that final balance. So I think Katrina helped her out yesterday and paid that. So I'll take care of her from there now.
But she's only 12.
Huh?
But she's only 12.
No, she's 18. 18 now.
You know what happened that time in the ATV park?
For what?
You remember what happened at the ATV park?
Yeah.
Yeah, where they took the guy out there and he owed him that money, but they made me sit there and watch. And like they came by and just T-boned him right on the ATV and like ran him over, and then they took out his teeth.
Ew.
Yeah.
Disgusting. If you have Tila's number, she said give her a call because Patrick, Patrick is one of the PIs of yours. He talked to me. Yeah, your friend Tila. She said before she talks to anybody, she wants your permission. So she won't talk to him unless you tell her it's okay.
Yeah, no, I don't want her to talk to him.
Don't? Okay. He talked to me the other day, but he didn't really like.
Because see, he's on the other side of the vampire team. Alright, because he likes the K group and I'm on the J group, and he only likes the K group, and I don't like him when he likes the K group. And sometimes he likes my group, but like lately he likes the K group because he's been like hanging out with them and stuff,
Oh. Oh, he said you've been talking to him. Like he said you guys been doing pretty good.
I haven't talked to that guy in forever. I don't talk to him because he's acquainted. Oh, he's affiliated with the other council instead of the one with Tory Council. He's affiliated with the other one, and like he doesn't support people having like their powers and stuff like that because like I had my wing, like I finished out my like wings and like stuff like that, so like I can start doing the flight training and stuff like that, and like that's because it's gonna be like the next power, and like he doesn't support that,
What flight training?
Because like flying in the air, that's like the next power I'm gonna get.
Oh, okay, got it.
But
I was confused. I didn't know vampires could fly.
Let me tell you about this girl. All right. She went downstairs and she made them pop. Well, she waited till these people, there's these guards, and she waited till they went by on this walk, and she popped it, boom, popped like that, and she come up in my room, and she tried to throw hot water on me, and I kicked her across the side of the head, and boom, knocked her across the head, and started beating her head on the ground, and then I was like, crap, I don't want her in here, because it's like Odor Furious up in here when she's in here, so I just drug her out across the railway and left her there.
Is she alive?
I haven't seen her since.
They shouldn't be letting like anybody in your room.
But,
like they shouldn't be allowed to.
Because like, you know, if they like pop the door from the computer in somebody's
So does it pop all of them or just one at a time?
You can just hit a number like 1 or 4 or 5. You just touch it, boom, boom, touch it. Yeah. But I don't know if she made it because like I know she went to the hospital and I know she wasn't conscious and like there was like blood everywhere.
Oh,
I don't know.
Why did she want to pour hot water on you?
Because she was like, I always try to do this and do that, and then she was like, well, you have pretty face. You think because you have pretty face, like she was like talking like this, you know? She's like, because you have like pretty face. Yeah. And so she went to go like throw the hot water, you know. I dug down, cut across to that lift in that roundhouse, you know. I just said, look, size ain't nothing but a thing, you know. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, you know what I'm saying? And then I was like telling her, I'm like,
but you probably got in trouble.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't get in trouble. No.
Why didn't the guards help?
Oh, they will. They're really nice. The guards are really, really nice here, and they're my friends.
Oh, good. Okay.
Yeah, they're my friends.
Who's your favorite?
I like the M&Ms. So there's like, I call them the M&Ms, the green M&M, the red M&M, the blue M&M, the orange M&M. And that's Morris, Mahan, Meyer, and Orlinsky. So I call them.
Oh, why do you call the M&Ms with all the M's? Got it.
Yeah. And then I like Draper, she's nice, and I like Brower, Cabela. I like a lot of them. Like Cabela is like the hunting thing, Cabela. You know, like hunting Cabela. Yeah. And then there's Sealer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's Sealer. She's cool. All of them are cool. They're like so fun, man.
You learned all these people's names. Dang.
Yeah, then we got Rodriguez, he's cool. And then there's some guys that are cool. Mr. Jones, he's cool, he's rich. And Mr. White, he's cool, he be playing hip hop for me.
So how do you think things are going with the case and everything?
Oh, I don't like.
When's your next date of trial?
I don't know about these people because they're gonna take me to see the Vittori. I was supposed to go see them again yesterday, the Vittori yesterday, but I pushed my button yesterday and I pushed my button today, and they didn't come. Like the Vittori didn't come at all. No, like no day they didn't come. And so I was like, I was gonna call you to see if you knew what day the Vittori was coming.
What day? Who was coming?
The Vittori. Do you know what day they're coming?
I don't know what that is.
They're okay. So they're like kind of like, you know, at school we have principals who like administration. They're like that, but like they are in control of all the girls because like there's some like girls in training who aren't doing like a good job. They're like mean and stuff like that. So that girl, everybody was glad that she got beat up because she was like being like mean to the guards and stuff, and we don't let people be mean to the guards because you just don't do that, you know. So she's not with us anymore in here, so I don't know if she's alright. She might be like the doctor or something, but but the Vittori usually comes to check on us, but I don't know like why they haven't came because I pressed the button a few times and I don't know where they're at. And then my aunt,
I haven't heard anything.
My aunt told me that they were coming on one day, and then another person told me another day, and another person told me another day. But I don't know about those days, and I just been waiting for them to come so that they can give me like the next answer to my next stage of power.
Yeah. Flying, remember?
Well, it's
Oh, no,
gonna
you're
take
done.
a lot of work because I'm probably gonna try to get on like the poles up there later and see like if you can like attempt to try that way. It's only like 2 feet high. I mean,
Yeah.
like 3 feet high, but 2 feet high, so it's not real high.
Yeah, let's not start with on top of a building. That wouldn't be good.
No, because like you can't go against like okay, so we're J group, so we're like good group because we like love God, but like God's not going to change gravity for you,
Yeah.
right? So we're just gonna do that. When do I tried to call my friend Tito, like I don't know, I tried to call her because I was gonna tell her that the one guy knew her. He's a vampire and he knows her, and so I wanted to see if she knew him.
Oh, I don't know. But I mean, you could try to call her when you hang up with me. Our call might get cut short because I only had like $3 on my account. So if it does, I'll add more. I'll add more tomorrow.
Well,
I'm going to work anyway. I'm going to work the other job tonight right now.
What job are you working?
I'm working at a restaurant also, serving.
Oh.
So I do that usually just Saturday, but the girl that was working today needs off, so I'm going to work right now. And it's just a little small restaurant, like Italian owned, little small Italian spot with homemade Italian food. But
well, do you think I could eat there whenever they like quit holding me hostage?
For sure, it's the best. You'll love it. Well, no, because it's mostly carbs. No, we got one gluten-free for you. I got a gluten-free risotto for you.
What about, do they have like wine?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
You know it. We'll get a few bottles after that. We're going to need it. You need a whole stash.
Because, like, if I, like, fly by their table, I could just pick it up and keep going.
Yeah. Once you get your flying down, yeah. Okay. So try to call Tila because she said she's not talking to Patrick until she talks to you first. So I know he's tried to call her, but she's not answering until she talks to you. Yeah, he's not a good vampire. So I'll let her know. I'll tell her that too. I'll tell her just in case you don't get her, I'll tell her that's what you said. So yeah. But try her. She's been wanting to talk to you, so see if she can talk right now. I don't know what time it is in Hawaii. Okay. Wait. All right. Wait. Why did she go to Hawaii for? Her husband got stationed in Hawaii. Oh, she got married. She got married and then went to Shawnee. Yeah, I remember Shawnee. Okay, cool. All right. Yep. Well, I'll talk to you later. And if you like see my daughter anywhere, could you tell her that like I'm in like a training because like it's like feeding season, so that we're drinking blood right now. So if I don't get her, I'm gonna be out doing that, and then I'll be home soon, okay? And I'll tell her. Bring the blood back because this might not be as positive or something, okay? Okay. I got it. I'll tell you about the time that they came in here and I lived with them on the UFO and I went to the baseball game and I came back. But I'll tell you about that next time. Okay, I'll add money probably tomorrow. Or tonight when I get home from work. I just gotta head to work. Will you tell your mom I said hello? I miss her. I haven't seen her in a couple years. I will tell her for sure. She's always asking about how you're doing. So. All right, tell her I said hello. Tell her I have a baby now. She has to come see the baby. Okay, I'll tell her. Okay. She'll be excited. All right. All right. It's a little girl. She weighs.
Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Deep breath.
Whoa,
Deep breath. So that call ended with Amy because the called party hung up. So that was actually Amy B hanging up, not Letecia, when she was getting ready to tell us how much her daughter weighed, this new baby that she has.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, whoa. That is very interesting.
Well, here's the confusing thing. So she's talking all this vampire stuff, right? And she's not doing it in the voice of Janelle, who's the vampire. She's doing it as Taylor. This little voice I've heard her do before. This is Taylor. Taylor likes wine. She writes about it in her letters because, she was writing YouTubers and explaining her personalities. Right. She at this time she was writing YouTubers and explaining her various personalities and who does and says what and what the differences between them are. and all that, right? So
Mm-hmm.
so unfortunately, I know that little voice she was making during that call, that was meant to be Taylor talking about the vampires. But while we were listening to the call, I pulled up the jail file. And so this call with Amy B was December 8th at
Mm-hmm.
14:04, so 2:04 p.m. Mountain. Now, on December 8th at 2:45 p.m., Letecia puts in a kite that says, "Mental health didn't come last week, and it's been 2 weeks, but it's okay. Don't come now. It's feeding week."
Oh, wow.
And then at 2:47 p.m., so 2 minutes later, she sends another kite that says, "What's the process to release money during COVID? Can I mail or no? Thanks." And they responded. And then the next one I have is the next day at 2:26 p.m. So on the 9th at 2:26 p.m., she sends a kite that says, "Okay, I would like to mail out $150 to Harley Hunt, and I have stamped envelope. Thanks." So if I look at the calls for the 9th, there are 2 redacted calls, and they're both to Harley. So based on looking at the calls that were redacted and then this kite she put in about sending money to Harley, I'm going to assume that those 2 calls they redacted were because they were exchanging account information.
Ah, gotcha.
And then the next
makes
time,
sense.
and we don't have another call until the 11th. And so our next call is going to be with Harley on the 11th. And on that day in the jail file, there's an incident report. I haven't read it. Let's see. So the call with Harley is at 1:19 p.m. and the incident here was 9 a.m. that same day. So should we do the incident report and then the call with Harley?
I think that we
Yes.
should. Yeah.
Yes.
Also,
Okay.
before we do it, though, let me say a couple things. First, Clancy says Harley was selling stuff on Poshmark. It's actually still visible now, so we need to check that out.
Cool. Thank you, Clancy.
Okay. Yeah,
Thank you,
and then
Clancy.
also the other thing, but just before we go on to that, because to the next one, I really want to ask you guys: does Amy believe her, or is she just like placating her? What's going on here? And Amy, girl, I know you're listening, because there ain't no way that I would have taken part in these calls and seen that these calls are out there and not listening. I'm just sure of it. Okay.
Yeah, I agree. And I don't know about Amy. I mean, it seems to me that she's just placating her. I think that she truly cares about her as a human being at this point. And I think that Amy believes she's just lost her damn marbles. But this call was a little extra. It was a little over the top. And I got the feeling that Amy's kind of like, okay, come on.
Yeah.
Come
Well,
on.
you're saying she's the one who hung up. That says a lot, in my opinion. And I bet you they never knew that was going to be visible. Oh God.
Yeah, because what I didn't hear in Amy's voice was worry or concern that I have heard in previous calls.
Right.
But, that's just my interpretation. That doesn't mean jack. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Well, don't say
Yeah.
that.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Don't say that because
Yeah.
your
You know what I'm saying?
interpretation does mean something. That's why we're all here. I would just, and along with 702 of our friends, I would assume that
Right.
the 705 people that are in chat are here because they like to hear and they do care what your opinion is. So,
And how about the M&Ms? Oh, the M&Ms. We
oh
have the
my
M&Ms.
God.
I love the deputies. The guards are my friends.
Oh
How
my
about
God.
when she said she liked the one who's the guard
Draper.
that starts
Draper.
Now you know
Yeah.
that is a whole arsenal, Letecia. We have been reading those. We have been reading the incident reports, and the friendship door is closed between you and
Thank
Draper.
you.
Stop playing
I
with
heard
these
that.
people.
I heard that and I was
Right.
like, wait, huh? Draper? No. There's a little feud going on with Miss Tisha and Draper.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh, I don't know. It's hard for me to understand, like, having somebody in my life that I'm very close with and they're acting like this and not calling them on it. Like, for me, if it's somebody I'm really close with, I'm not going to be able to hold in my thoughts. Like, you guys know, and ask, and Wolfie knows, and my, like, people have been like really close with for a long time. It's just, I don't know. I feel like you owe it to them. And also, how do you even hold it in? Like, how do you contain? I don't know. I'm just different, I guess, and everybody's different, but it's just hard for me to understand that because I feel like I would just be like, okay, come on now. This is getting a bit damn ridiculous and enough is enough. But maybe that
Yes.
will come.
This is what I think, you guys. And I think this is important to remember. Okay. We don't know Letecia. Okay. We had never heard the name Letecia Stauch until Gannon went missing. And then the subsequent things that happened after that. Okay. To be fair to her family and friends, put yourself in their shoes. Think about somebody that you know, and you think you know them really, really well, okay? And then all of a sudden, they're in the news, and they're in the news for this horrific crime, a crime against a child, not just a crime against a child, a crime against their own child. Because when you marry and it's a blended family, they become your children as well. That's the deal. And can you imagine what that must feel like for them, the shock? Now, that being said, I am like Allie. I am a person who cannot, I wouldn't be placating Letecia. I'd be like, listen, Linda, cut the shit. I think that they all were under the impression that if she did this, and I'm sure they went back and forth over the years in between her arrest, the calls, the trial, all of it, right? With what they thought happened, no different than us. We did. And I think that they probably were like, because even her brother said he thought that if she did it initially, that she just snapped and it was something that went horribly, horribly wrong. And I think that that's what's going on here with her family and friends. I would be more interested in hearing what they said, what they have to say today.
Yeah.
Because we know more now. Even if we think about what we knew back at this time in December of 2020. Okay.
Right. Oh, I think about it all the time.
Yeah. I mean, and so, yeah, I don't know. There is part of me that I try very hard not to. I have zero patience for Letecia. Do not get me wrong. It's the people that are around her. I feel like Letecia is like the pink ooze, the pink slime from Ghostbusters 2. Like anything that she touches, it just automatically gets tainted in some way, and they have to like really get away from her and take a lot of hot showers and all of that to wash her off of them. And I feel like sometimes we get caught up because we know how the story ends, but we have to think about where they were in the process of all this in 2020. Know what I mean? Maybe we should cut them like 13% slack.
Yeah,
Maybe.
and I think that's a very interesting way to look at it too, as if it was somebody in your own life. You know what I mean? Because you really don't know till you've been there, and unless you try to put yourself in somebody's shoes like that and think about, like, I don't know. It's still though. I mean, like I said, maybe they get there. Maybe she gets there to where she eventually does call her out, because on those first couple of calls, she was a little bit more like keeping her in reality. The first ones that we heard. So I don't know, but you're right.
And I will agree. Hold on. Where did there was just something that I cannot, the chat jumped and so now I can't find that, but I really quickly, I agree. I don't think that Letecia was ever a good person. Okay. But I don't think that the people closest to her were aware of how bad of a person she was. And I keep going back to the interviews between Al and Landon. And the thing that they said repeatedly in those police interviews was that, and this was way early on, Landon really suspected that Letecia had done something, but she never suspected that she actually murdered Gannon. I think Landon's thinking was that she took him and she dropped him off somewhere. In fact, I'm pretty sure Landon, that's exactly what Landon says. And that
Yes,
which is
something like
bad
that.
enough.
Hmm.
Listen, that's bad. I'm not saying that, that's nothing. No, it's bad. If she did that, she's just as bad. It's bad. But even Landon didn't think that Letecia was capable of killing Gannon. So I
Yep.
just can't even, imagine, I don't
But
think that they knew how bad of I don't think they knew how the depths of the evil. Do you know what I'm saying? I think they thought of her initially. I think her family. I mean, we've heard her. She idles it difficult. So I would think that they would probably feel like she was a pain in the ass. But this is a whole other different. There's a difference between somebody who's a pain in the ass and Letecia, what she did, that crime, the crime that she committed. So I don't know.
yeah. Oh, that is such an interesting thought, though. I wonder, what do you think, like now? Do you think that after the trial, when they've heard, like Amy, for instance, let's just say Amy, because
Mhm.
she doesn't sound like an idiot. She's a teacher. You know what I mean? I'm really curious what they were thinking once they heard like the depth of this. And you're exactly right. Landon said in her interview, because I remember it's the one I transcribed, that she thought she had just taken him somewhere and hidden him or whatever so she could be like the hero, or you know what I mean, to just for more drama. They never expected that she would be truly as evil as she was. But I'm really curious how they felt after they heard the truth of just the gravity of this,
Yes.
because yeah, it was, you guys know, I mean, it was unbelievably cruel, worse than most. I mean, you've said it a million times, Jen. She took his life 3 times,
She did.
period.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. And I want to say this really quickly to Becky P. Um, when I was a kid, I don't know, 8. My sister was 7. Okay. We used to go to this lady's house. She lived not far from us. She used to babysit us over the summer. And the whole reason that she babysat us is because she had a pool in the backyard. And my mom really liked this woman. And her oldest daughter would, when my parents went out, they would babysit. Okay. Or she would babysit us at night, if my parents ever went out. She was fun. But she had a brother. And then she had a younger brother, and then she had a younger sister. And her younger brother was, I don't know, like maybe 2 years older than I was. Okay. And we would be outside in that pool, and he would not just dunk me and my sister, he would hold us under the water. And I told my mom about it, and my mom, my sister and I told my mom about it, and it stopped. And we never went back. And then one time, me and my sister were walking home from the bus stop, and the way that our subdivision was, the quickest way from the bus stop to our house was there was a wash in between one set of houses and the other. Okay. Because it was Arizona, and all the neighborhoods had that because of the monsoons. So no flooding because of the desert. And we were cutting through the wash, and him and his friend, and I was walking with me, my sister, and one of my friends, and he and his friend caught us in the wash. And they were just torturing me and my sister, and my friend ran off. I was not going to leave my sister. My friend ran off to our house because it was the closest, and came to get my mom. And it was a whole big deal. And then a couple of years later, he was being hauled off to juvenile. Now, remember, this is in the 80s and the way they charged kids back then. But I cannot for the life of me remember exactly what his crime was when he got hauled off, but it was pretty serious. And I remember my mom saying, that kid is going to grow up to be a fucking serial killer if they don't do something with him. So there are people that I have like come in contact, one person I've ever come in
Scary.
contact with that, yes, he had, especially now that I'm an adult, when I think back on him, he had every red flag of a serial killer, and like there's that whole show, Evil Lives Here, and
Mm-hmm.
there are people who did know. There's one woman who tried to get so much help for her kid, she was going everywhere. And the agencies that were designed to help her child threw their hands up and said, "You've got to come and get him." And I don't know if he became one, Aries Pyork, because I only remember his first name. And, I've never, I don't know. But he was a violent kid. So if he didn't become a serial killer, if they caught him after the first one, then they probably didn't. But I imagine that, yeah, it was a messed up situation. So I'm just saying there were signs. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Yeah.
So
That's scary. And yeah, I'm glad you didn't leave your sister and all that. Y'all, that's so
oh, hell
sweet.
no.
Like,
Ride or die. They were like, it's one of the scariest things I've ever been through in my life as a kid. It scared the shit out of me. And I was not a scared kid, but yeah.
they're saying in the chat, well, Ashley was saying, and I think one other person made a comment referencing this, that Amy was on a lot of the earlier jail calls. Did you hear them? Did you guys hear them? Because I didn't.
Like the prison calls.
No, the jail calls that were released somewhere else.
Oh, no. Mm-mm.
Okay. I need to find some of those because apparently some of the things were pretty interesting. Mm-hmm. Brandy,
Yeah.
it's on ID channel, I think.
Yeah,
Right, Chen?
ID.
Yeah.
If you have Discovery Plus, you have it. And also if you have Discovery Plus, you have Max, which is which used to be what did it used to be? HBO Max. Now they've merged. Yeah. So now they've got them together. So if you have a Discovery Plus, you have it's called Max now, but you have, that. So you can get HBO, you can get Max, and you get everything ID and TLC and Discovery. Just a little, hey, Discovery, call me. Maybe I could be a sponsor. I'll do an ad. I watch all y'all programs. All right. So there's that. Should we?
I watch all your programs.
Call me. All right. Should we keep going?
Yes, and well, I know she wanted to read the incident report before we heard.
That's right. Oh my God. I'm sorry, Jen. Jeez, Lou. Thank you, Allie, for keeping your girl on track. Good looking out, babe. Good looking
You're
out.
so welcome. And one other thing, just one last thing. There was a comment that was a silent watcher, and I was going to try to point it out, and now the chat's moving so fast.
Oh,
but just know that I read that, and I love when, I think your name was Natalie, but I can't find it now. Yeah, and I love when you guys speak up when you don't usually chat. That is awesome. Thank you.
Me too. I love it when the silent watchers stop being silent watchers and decide to come in the chat. And even if you are a silent watcher and you haven't decided to join the chat, I'm glad you're here too. All right, Jen, let's hear this incident report. Hit it.
Okay, on December 11th, 2020, I, Deputy Andrea Heredia, I'm probably butchering that, I apologize, badge number 16028, we'll call her that, was assigned to blank at the El Paso County Criminal Justice Center at approximately 9 to 1100 hours, unknown exact time, while walking a welfare check. Inmate blank in blank told me she had written a letter to Judge Jill Brady. Inmate blank said the letter she sent out to Judge Brady was like the one she wrote to Chief Cliff Northam. So that's a different inmate who has sent a letter to Judge Jill Brady, and she was telling the guard that she sent this naughty letter to the judge, right? Yeah. So it goes on to say, at approximately 12:51 to 13:51 hours, inmate Letecia Stauch was out of her cell for her hour out. Inmate Stauch is currently housed in blank. Inmate Stauch told me the letter inmate blank wrote to Judge Brady was it said Brady, but now it's Brandy. I'm not sure which it is. Anyway, Letecia says, the letter inmate blank wrote to Judge Brandy was in sexual content about inmate blank and Judge Brady. In the letter, inmate blank was also letting Judge Brandy know she was not messing around with Deputy Gordon anymore. So another inmate wrote a threatening and obscene letter to a judge, and Letecia told the guard all about it. In fairness, so did the person who wrote the letter. But anyway, so then it goes on to say, inmate blank said, Heredia Camille, which is, the deputy's last name. So it says, as I passed by inmate blank's door again, I stopped to see what inmate blank needed. Inmate blank said, this bitch says I'm crazy, as she was pointing toward inmate Stauch's cell. Inmate blank stopped to laugh and said, Taylor said she was going to do the same thing I did. Inmate blank continued to laugh and said, about writing a letter to the judge like I did to Judge Brady. Inmate blank continued to laugh. As she pointed again toward blank, inmate blank said, who's the crazy one? Inmate blank refers to inmate Stauch as Taylor or Taylor Swift. Inmate Stauch always responds to inmate blank when she calls her Taylor or Taylor Swift. So maybe that's where the Taylor Swift, maybe that's where the Taylor Swift alias on the booking report came from.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, how annoying. It's just so
9
annoying
o'clock,
that they call her that. I'm sorry. Go ahead, keep going.
Yeah. So, at 1:19 p.m. the day before, she's talking to Harley. Everything's fine. She's giving her marching orders.
Yes, she
at
was
9
all about the
o'clock,
business.
right. At 9 o'clock the next morning, there's this stuff. And I actually kind of chuckled when when we see Taylor in this part, in this day of incident reports, after what I said about the voice she was speaking in, during the call.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know if I don't know. I don't know that it's a good thing that I can recognize Letecia Stauch's fake personalities. I don't know if that's good.
It is a good thing. It is a
I'm
good
gonna
thing.
need so much sage when this book comes out. So much sage.
We are going to bathe you in sage and holy water. Now I'm going to have to wear gloves because I'm afraid that holy water might sting a little if it were to get onto me. But we're going to take care of it. Don't you worry. We're going to get you right as rain. I'll call in a shaman, all the things.
I'm so glad I don't have to do this stuff by myself, you guys.
Me too.
Okay, well that was the next incident report is December 14th.
Okay.
So we've got one call with Harley on the 11th. And then the next call is also with Harley, and that is on the 14th. So, and this next, actually, you know what? So these next two calls with Harley on the 11th and 14th, one is 1 minute and 28 seconds. And the next one is the next one is 5 minutes. I would just go ahead and play both.
I'm going to, and I would like to acknowledge LA Vibes' comment here. Thank you for differentiating, as I was always getting Letecia Stauch confused with Taylor Swift.
And then Pretty Little Crime said, when you named your video Swaler Tift the other day to me, that she was cracking up. And I just want to say really quickly, the reason I did that is because I did not want to put Taylor's name in there and have like people get in the video that were looking for something else. You know what I mean? But I knew you guys would know what I mean. So I called her Swaler Tift or something.
I like when you call her Tisha X. That's my favorite.
Yeah, that's my favorite too. Tisha X is definitely my favorite.
Tisha X is my favorite. Now, I did have an alternate thumbnail that I had made for this live for all these December calls. And it's the same background and everything, but I put a Grinch hat on Tisha. But then I thought maybe that might be too far, that people might think I was trying to make her look cute, because the hat is actually kind of cute. So I took the hat off of her. But I did have her as the Grinch for a second.
Yeah, Tisha X is ridiculous, but I think that's my favorite. And not because she's in any way like Malcolm X, but you know,
No.
the reading the book Malcolm X is, I mean, it's an excellent study in the power of literacy.
Yes.
And that's not what this is.
No, it's actually kind of an insult that she does it, but it's
That's not
it's
what this
just
is.
no, and it's
Yeah.
the fact that she thinks that she can do it. That is
Yeah, the
what is
audacity.
the
Right. Right.
yes,
I mean,
Harry
just, you
Potter and
know,
the audacity of this bitch. Mhm.
right.
Hey, you getting that
Yeah.
meme? I don't care what I have to do. I will work in that meme for you to have for a thumbnail. I don't know how I'm going to do it, y'all, but I will do it. So y'all be looking out for that.
How deep in are we? Do you think that we have a shot at getting through these
We
tonight or
could.
no?
We could. I don't know. We could
Okay.
actually we're at 146 and we
We
have
got about 2
341,
hours.
but let's
Yeah.
just see. We got about 2
Okay.
hours. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the next 3 calls because I need a cigarette, you guys. There you go. Clip it, save it for whatever, but that is my vice and Tisha makes me want to smoke. So I'm going to play the next 3 calls and then we'll talk. Okie dokie, artichokies.
I will see you in 16 and some odd minutes.
Okay, love you. Bye.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, 21. 21 and
21
some odd
minutes.
minutes.
All right.
Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Shit, I just muted myself. It's going to be quiet for a while. All right, here we go.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
were you sleeping?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I just have a bad migraine.
Oh no, that's not good. Drink lots of water.
Okay.
Take your headache pill. Oh, well, I won't keep you. I just called to see if you were able to get into that thing or not.
No, I got home yesterday and I didn't feel good.
You
You
sure you don't got nothing? Just a headache? You sure you don't got anything?
Yeah.
Okay. You got
And I had to go to work and I just was asleep on the couch the whole day.
Do you have a fever?
I don't think so.
Okay, well, you need to check and see and take some Excedrin or some Tylenol or something. Take Tylenol because it's got fever reducer in it just in case. All right, well, I'll call you back tomorrow then and see how you're doing and check on you, okay? And I thought about another thing, another username could just be Tishalyn12.
Okay.
Okay, all right. Love you.
Love you.
Okay, bye.
Hello.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing at work. Well, leaving work.
Just got off or are you taking a break?
Hello?
I said, did you just get off or are you taking a break?
Just got off.
Okay.
I had to take pictures, but now I have to go edit them and post them.
Is that what are you getting paid for that for your marketing thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. Did you eat?
No.
But that's
Not
why
yet.
you get headaches.
I know. Well, this is like, when I have work, I just forget to.
Yeah, but you need to take something because that's where you get the headaches from.
I had some popcorn.
That's not enough calories. You need to take, if you're not going to take a protein shake or something like that, you need to take
Oh, well, I drank a protein shake this morning.
Yeah, but it's 2. It's actually almost 3. Well, extra.
Well, I'm about to eat.
Yeah. Did you get in that account?
Mhm.
Was the money in there?
Oh, you mean that account? No.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't got into it because I tried to call them again yesterday, and now they're saying that I just have to keep playing. I don't want to call them 2 times a day. I just keep playing phone tag. Because then the guy that I got yesterday, he said that I couldn't tell them what the last transfer was in order to get into the account. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are not on the same page. So I was literally just about to call them.
Did you try it online?
Yeah, I just because I don't have any idea what the password can be, so I have to try. I have to try the username with 5 different passwords.
Yeah, but you don't. What you do is you just reset the password using the username.
No, because in order to do anything like that, you need a number or your bank.
Well, I don't know that either.
Yeah. And now Sadie's on her period again. She'll now have to go get diapers. That's what I'm doing right now.
That's because she needs to be fixed. That's because she needs to be fixed.
Yeah, I know.
Did you get the price? No.
No, because
you got that letter that gives you stuff to work on, because that's in there because I already got somebody that can pay for Sadie. I just need to know how much so I can tell the person.
Well, I have to go to the doctor's. I have to go to a doctor's I have to go to a doctor's appointment in order to do that, and I can't take her to the doctor's yet.
But they should have the same price for how much she should be.
I mean, no, because the lady told me that me and the vet have to talk about it when I called and asked her.
Yeah, but they shouldn't charge you to talk about how much it costs to get her fixed.
Okay.
I mean, if anything, it shouldn't be like $15 or something like just a consultation.
Okay.
I mean, because they're not checking her up, because all her shots are up to date, right?
Yeah.
Did you talk to Amy's mom about the food?
About the what?
About the food.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I'm texting her right now. I didn't put that one on my list.
Well, don't do it while you're driving.
I'm not at a stoplight.
Well, you need to text Amy first.
I thought it was about the heartworm medication.
She said the food, a chewy box.
Oh.
Are you like, did you hit your head and just become dumb now or something?
Mom, you have to understand, I have to do a lot of things and remember a lot of things.
Yeah, but you never had a problem remembering.
But I hear stuff from you. My manager sends me a list of 15 things to do every single day, even days that I'm off.
Oh, wow. Okay, anyway, it's fine. It's going to hang up. Just text Amy Bolton first to say, my mom had mentioned something about some chewy bucks. You know what she's talking about. So that way you get the full scoop of what her mom said. Don't do it while you're driving, and I love you. Talk to you later.
Okay, love you.
Cut off. When I call you tomorrow, try to see what they say. Like, if not, check for that power of attorney, because if you get it in the mail, all you have to do is go to Wells Fargo, and they'll let you.
Yeah, that's what the person told me. She was like,
Thank you for using Global Telling.
Hey, baby. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Fine.
I got my other book. It was good. You got to read it.
Oh, I'm reading it.
Are you? Yeah.
I brought me one too when I got yours. I'm reading it.
Yeah, it's good. Huh?
I know you're not through with it, are you?
Yeah, I'm done.
Oh, my God. Well, if you need any more, you're going to have to tell me what you need. I got my pen handy if you got a couple more you want to get.
Well, there's a Christmas one I want.
Which one?
It's Merry Christmas, Alex Cross.
Merry Christmas what?
Alex Cross.
Oh, it's an Alex Cross book.
Yes, by James Patterson.
Yeah.
They got that one, or they got a Christmas one that's called Christmas Wedding. That's by James Patterson.
Or a Christmas Wedding.
Yeah. Those are kind of older, so those shouldn't be but like $5 probably, because they're way old, but they're Christmas ones.
Okay. Now,
what have you been up to?
Nothing. I went to the doctor and get my back checked and stuff like that. You know, I fell a couple years ago traveling and hurt my back, and it's a nerve in my back.
Yeah.
And I've been taking shots and stuff for it, but the doctors told me that I was going to have surgery, but I'm not going to have surgeries right now. I'm going to wait till after the first of the year, and I'm going to go get surgery done after the first of the year. But my nerves are pinching in my back.
Okay.
So I got this Michael James Bonnie's granddaughter. She's 31. She told me she would come and stay with me. I had to make sure I had somebody I could get to come and stay with me for about a week. Okay. Once I have it done.
Yeah.
because I wouldn't be able to do anything. And
Yeah.
she lives by herself, so she said she would come and stay with me. So
All right.
whenever I got ready to get it done, I know I can't send you nothing or nothing, baby, but
Yeah.
I can order you some books,
Yeah, that'll work. That keeps him busy.
and I got to put some money on my phone card.
Oh, you do? Yeah.
Yeah, I think she said I had $20. I'll do that tomorrow.
Yeah.
Have you talked to Harley?
Yeah, I talked to her. Well, I didn't get her today, but I talked to her yesterday, day before. Try to call her at least 2 or 3 minutes a day if I can.
Okay. Because I hadn't heard from her. I text her, but she don't never text me back. I guess she's at work or something like that.
She said you said something about you weren't feeling good and you wanted to be alone or something, so she didn't bother you. So I was
No,
like,
that was a while. That was a while. I text her since then.
Oh, okay.
I always let her know what's going on and try to check on her and see if she's okay.
But that's why I didn't call you. I was like, I'll wait a while before I call you because I didn't know what was wrong or whatever. So
no, I was getting my bag and stuff checked out. I was worried about my bag because it's bothering me a lot. And
yeah, you don't want to do all the pills and stuff like that.
I really don't want to have to take surgery, but they won't give me no more shots because of my heart. They don't want to give me too many of those shots. Can't take it 3 a year, no way.
Oh.
So he's giving me more than 3. So he told me before I have to do surgery to get the nerves off. So have you heard anything about what's going on with you or anything yet, or no, nothing yet?
Mm-mm. No, and I try not to call people when I'm going crazy. So I try to limit it where I only call you guys if I'm in my right mind.
Well, I know how that is, baby.
So don't worry, you know what I mean?
I kind of know how you feel.
Yeah.
I'm gonna order your books for you tomorrow, so maybe you'll get them from Christmas so you can enjoy them.
Yeah.
And your can you get any kind of puzzle books, crossword puzzles? Will they let you have those?
Yeah, but I'd rather read.
Well, sometimes it's a little, I figured I'd get you one of those just to have so you could do some crossword puzzles or something like that, or some type of brain book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Something to do to think. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's Bible challenges, questions, and stuff like that out there, and all kinds of stuff like that. So, I'll try to pick you out something like that. It's a challenge for you.
Soft cover, you can get whatever.
Huh?
As long as it's soft cover and it comes from people, publishers, Amazon, stuff like that, then you can get it. It just can't be nothing hardcover.
Yeah, that's. So I'll try my best to go ahead and try to get that order for you tomorrow, so you'll have something other to, you can think and challenge yourself with.
Yeah, my dad was gonna say he's gonna send me some, but that was like asking that wall.
Who?
My dad. That was like asking that wall to move.
Well, I don't know what their problem. Tish Lynn, I'm gonna be honest with you, darling. I don't know what their problem is. I'm never been that kind of person. Everybody thinks I'm mean and a demon and ugly and hateful and everything else. But they can think what they want to. I have had people say you go way and beyond what you need to go for people. So that makes me feel good. To know that there's some out there that thinks, I do help, and then there's some out there that just run me down to the dogs, which is fine. So I'm not out here for praise and glory. I just do what I can do to help people.
And we can't.
Harley told me she weren't moving to Charleston.
Well, because she don't have the third room. She only has 3 rooms. She don't have 4 rooms. So it'd be like Harley was just gonna be sleeping in the living room and stuff like that, because her mom's got that other room, and her mom is in and out of there. So I was like, no, then you're not gonna do that. I thought you had 4 rooms, but she don't have 4 rooms. She only has 3. So she has that roommate.
Well, Harley told me she weren't going to move down there regardless.
No, she would have. We already talked about this. I don't know why she would say regardless. So we had already talked about this. So there was no room. So I was like, all right then. So she's got it figured out. So she's gonna she got that she got the power of attorney to do my retirement stuff. So she got that shoulda came yesterday.
Who's going to help her do that?
She's gonna do it herself. I'm already did everything she has to do. All she's got to do is call and keep a check on it. Because see, what happened was I had already had it done, right? Well, this is why I got mad, because of Katrina's big mouth, and like she thinks that like she had to go run and tell people stuff all the time, and it pissed me off because I had somebody call Katrina and tell her, like, hey, don't say anything because, you know, this is how much I'm getting from, like, this is how much I'm pulling out my retirement, yada, yada, yada. And if, you know, if you have to look over the paperwork, whatever. Well, then she gets on the phone and messages the attorneys and tells them this. And I'm like, why would you do that? That has nothing to do with them. Like, the money I take out of retirement has nothing to do with attorneys. So then she says something to me over the phone about it, which, you know, people are like always listening. And the problem with that is like, you know, I'm sitting there like, we haven't even been to like the assets hearing and stuff. And so like, if someone wants to give me $50,000 in attorney fees, that's a gift. I don't owe anybody half of that. You see what I'm saying? And so she made the big deal about it, and then it looks like, oh, I just had, you know, $100,000 just stashed away somewhere. No, it was someone going to pay for the attorney. It wasn't me having the money. So that starts this whole thing where everybody thinks, like, you know, sends back to Albert's attorney who thinks he's supposed to have half of it. No, this was someone paying for it. You see what I'm saying? It was money that we had. So because of that, I had to wait and send over that it was, hey, this is a gift. This is not, you know, something.
But see, the thing is you need to make sure, and I'm going to be honest with you, Harley still don't know how to manage money.
Yeah.
She still don't know. She's having a hard time with that, Tishaline, and I'm going to be honest, Brenda's being honest with you. She still don't know how to manage money.
Well, Brenda, she's been just 5 since she was 15. So, like, it's just that I've never had the problem.
Well, you got that problem now. Because she went through that money I gave her in no time.
She's not getting that. But see, I've already got that planned out. She's not taking the money, and she's not. I already have a separate thing that's going to do where she has to, like, in order for it to withdraw a certain amount, you can have it where it goes in monthly amounts. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I'm going to do instead of doing the lump sum amount to her, because I'd rather do the monthly amount. That way she's got money. You see what I'm saying? Instead of a lump sum amount. So I had already figured that out based on what you had said. You know, I'd already fixed that in my brain.
Yeah, she needs to. Hey, I'm 68 years old and I have to budget my money. And that's what I kept trying to tell Harley. You just can't. I said, Harley, I budget my money. Darling, I have to budget my money. If I want a new dress, I'm going to do without going out to eat, or I'm going to do without getting my nails done so I can get a new dress.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You got to sacrifice somewhere or another, Harley.
Yeah.
I mean, because you don't have the income coming in, so you're going to have to sacrifice somewhere or another.
Yeah. And I think
she had a ring on. She had a ring on the other day, a chocolate ice.
Yeah,
we
bought her that. Yeah.
And she says, I may have to sell it. I said, well, don't sell it. Give it to me then.
Man, I'm going to like that. And she just looked at me. No, she is not.
What?
She ain't selling that ring. She's lost her mind.
Well, no. She didn't say she was going to sell it. She just insinuated that. And I said, if you're going to sell it, give it to me.
No, that's
you know what I'm saying?
No, we bought her that. No.
And no, she actually told me Albert bought it for her birthday.
Yeah, but it still was our bank account. Yeah.
But I told her not to be telling people that.
Yeah. No, that was not this past birthday. This was 2 or 3 birthdays ago.
Yeah, but I told her not to be telling people Albert got it for her.
Yeah.
She don't need to be saying that.
We would pick that out at the thing because she was chocolate diamond. But yeah, because I got one and she got one. But anyway, yeah. So no, I'm not doing the whole lump sum thing. And then the whole part about the money for the attorney, that's someone else is paying for that. So like I'm letting them handle that instead of just me being like, you know what I'm saying? I'm letting them handle, like, hey, here's the money, pay for it whenever, you get to that part where you have to. And so, yeah, that I'm not giving. No, I wouldn't give that to Harley. no, I ain't crazy.
No, you need to, like I said, baby, you just kind of need to stay on top of her with that, because I told her, I said, Harley, it's not that I'm being nosy, but I am, but I'm concerned about you. Yeah. And I said, Aunt Brenda tries to pick up your slate when I can pick it up.
Yeah.
I said, but you need to tell me things and talk to me and be open with me and don't lie to me or anything like that, because I'm here to help and I'll sacrifice to help you, Harley.
Yeah.
She don't understand it. I don't think she understands that I'm going to sacrifice and do what I can do to help her as much as I can. And I'm not going to tell her something to do that's wrong.
Yeah.
She may think I'm chewing her butt out, which I do. If she does something and I find out about it.
Yeah.
But it's because I'm concerned and worried about her.
Yeah.
She's there and I'm here. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been talking to her about that.
That's what I've been telling her. You're there and I'm here, and if something was to happen to you, you get in an accident or anything like that, they're going to have to call a family member. And Harley, I got a feeling when they call a family member, they're going to wind up calling me, because there's no use in them calling you grandma or nobody like that. They may call her. I don't know.
We ain't gonna talk about that now.
No, but I'm just saying, you got to think of that stuff though.
No,
too.
I know that,
but that's what I was trying to tell Harley. Harley has them headaches sometimes.
Yeah.
And you know how she gets when she has those. That's what I was trying to let her know.
You have 1 minute remaining.
She's been to neurologists and all that stuff, and it's because she needs to.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Dehydrated.
But anyway, I know. I know it's about time for us to hang up. But baby, I love you and everything. And I'll order you a book.
Okay.
So just don't worry about Harley. Like I said, I'll keep in touch with Harley and do the best I can. I love her to death.
She already knows she's got the paperwork and she's got written down word for word what she's supposed to do to the next steps. And I call her every day and I'm like, do you got number A done? Do you got B done? Like that. And I'm gonna keep up with her on seeing what she's following along with my stuff. So.
And I told her some stuff to do for me too. And I said, Harley, you do what I need for you to do. And I said, I'll pay you for your web pages and stuff that you do for me. I'll pay you to do stuff like that for me.
Yeah.
When she's not working, that'll give her something else to do too. And I said, I'll pay you, Harley.
Yeah, she's good at that stuff too. Okay.
Yeah. So that'll work out good. I love you, darling, and make sure you got money in your campaign.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
Oh my God. Okay. Oh, perfect timing, Jen. Oh my gosh.
I fell off.
You fell off. Okay. First of all, let's start with Harley being asked if she's dumb. Let's start with that.
Yeah, I thought that was an excellent clip, with her snark about did you fall down and bump your head and get stupid or whatever. I can't remember her exact words. I just know it was gross. Because as we said before, Letecia sucks. But that's exactly what Letecia claims to do all the time. She's constantly falling down and hitting her head and becoming stupid. So
correct, and losing time, and the carrier coming, and she's a vampire camp, and failed out of witch school, so she's gonna be soon. She's gonna learn how to fly soon. Shut up, Letecia. Just shut up. And stop talking to your kid like that. You got this kid running all over Hell's Half Acre, doing all of your errands for you on the hopes that she's going to get some lump sum of money that turns out to be $1,200. Spoiler alert. You're going to set
and
up
it's not just in the calls.
Got it like that. Ugh.
It's not just in the calls. She also wrote her a letter with a list of shit to do. Things that Harley needed to handle. Like Letecia sent her assignment
Right.
workbook, you know.
What you got, Allie? I see you unmuted, babe. I know you're dying to say something. What you got?
I was, and then I started reading chat and got sidetracked. And Donna, don't ever feel like you can't say what you think, even if you don't think it'll come out right. You can always share it with us because no matter how you guys feel, we don't judge you for it. But
No. Mm-mm.
I don't know. I feel for Harley. I can't help it. Like I have my moments, y'all know, where I don't, but right now I do.
Yes. See, that's what I mean. Like, that's why I don't have like this constant fixed idea of who Harley is as a person because it changes. There are times when Harley says things that I'm like, that's bad, and then there's this. Then there's times like these calls where her mom's calling her dumb, you know, after she's got her running all these errands. And then we got, Aunt Brenda. Now, Tisha Lynn, Harley's got to learn how to manage money. I'm trying to tell you, she just doesn't manage money good. And then she goes on to give her a lecture. If I want a dress, when I can't, I got to budget. I can't do my nails or something if I got to buy a dress. It's called being an adult, Aunt Brenda. Why are you talking to, come on. This is common sense stuff. Stop nagging at
Yep.
Harley. She's not going to move in with you. She ain't going to be your roomie. So stop. And that's what you're big mad about because you want that kid up underneath your thumb so that she can do whatever it is that you want her to do. Let that girl live. Both of y'all.
Yep. I agree.
Tired of it, constantly picking at Harley. And listen, what, Aunt Brenda, if you want to be honest, Aunt Brenda's being honest now. If you want to be honest, why don't you ask your niece over there why she's locked up? Once you start getting honest with Tisha Lynn, but other than telling her, well, you look humongous, baby. Okay, I love you. Bye. Why don't you give her a little bit of truth bombs, ma'am? Tired of both of y'all. Had enough. Oh my God. Anything else, girls?
No, but I'm gonna come back in
other
from.
than
Oh, sorry.
You're gonna come back in, Allie. Go ahead. What we're gonna say? You're gonna come back in what?
On my phone because, like, remember I switched devices a little bit ago, and it's charged
Yes.
a little bit. So yeah. Okay.
All right. What you got, Jen?
nothing, just that the next call is with Harley and it is almost 15 minutes long.
All right, so then we're going to do the next call with Harley, and that will take us right to the 2-hour mark, and then we're going to call it a night, and we'll play some more on Allie's channel tomorrow night and see what we can get through. Because look, sometimes some of these calls require more talking. When Letecia starts talking about being, part of the Volturi and learning to fly and all that stuff, that is going to require commentary. I am sorry.
Yes. And learning
I
to
don't know
fly
why.
and all
I don't know
that.
why I have no idea why I was thinking we could have gotten through these tonight.
I don't
I
know
did
why I
too.
thought we could either. I did too. Listen, I was right there. We were all there together today on the phone. I remember. We were all there.
Yeah.
We're going to get through these. We're going to knock these out.
I thought we had like an hour and a half. Not when you were like, when I see we were right at 2 hours, 5 minutes under 2 hours, I was like, I missed something.
Yeah.
The math ain't mathing. All right, let's play this next call. Allie, you switch over to whatever device you need to, babe. I'm watching to let you back in, and let's go. This will be the last call, and then we're going to play some more tomorrow on Allie's. And
Well,
even if
the next one, oh no, never mind. Sorry, I was
what?
just, I think I understand. I think this is why I was trying to push it, I guess, because, so we have this call is almost 15 minutes, and then the next call is 4 minutes, and then 1 minute, and then 2 minutes, and then 5 minutes, and then 1 minute. So I think that's why I just kind of bundled all those together.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna do what we can do. All
Okay.
right, here we go.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
what's up?
Nothing at work.
Oh, where you been? I tried to get you yesterday.
I know I missed your call.
I was like, I had to call you and tell you about what I had heard from Aunt Brenda.
Oh, God.
She was like, have you talked to Riley? I was like, yeah. She was like, well, she don't talk to me anyway. I was like, well, she said you didn't want to be bothered. That was the other day. And I was like, okay. She was like, she has a ring on her finger. I go, yeah, we bought her that ring. And she goes, yeah, well, she's probably going to pawn it. And I was like, what? I said, she better not be said that. She's like, well, she didn't say that. She just insinuated it.
Oh, my God. I made a joke.
Huh?
No. I literally made a joke because she saw the ring on my finger and she was like, oh, that's pretty. And I was like, yeah. And she was saying something and she was like, this was at the beginning of the month. She was like, yeah, I don't know how you make your ring. I don't know how you make your rent payment. I was like, yeah, I got to sell my ring and get money off of it. And I was joking with her. And she was like, yeah, you probably do have to consider doing that.
She said, I told her to give it to me instead. I was like, what is she talking about? And then she was like, what else was it? Oh my gosh, she told me something. Oh yeah, she was like, Harley said she won't listen to you no ways. I said, no ways what? What are you talking about? Because now she says like country no ways. And I was like, what are you talking about? She said she ain't listening to you no ways. Even if you told her to go to Charleston, she ain't listening to you no ways. She's doing what she wants to do. I was like, so Harley told you that? And she was like, yeah, that's what she said to me. I was like, well, I'm pretty sure she didn't say that.
I did not say that.
I was like, all right, well, okay then. I was like, all right. I said, don't worry about it. She's all right. Everything's good. Then she was like, I said, I sent her that thing so she could try to work on that and wait on that retirement to come. I said, it's been delayed a little bit, whatever. She was like, Harley's not responsible with money. Do not give her a bunch of money. I was like, well, she's never had a problem being responsible, and she's been working since she was 15. I was like, so I don't understand, Yeah, she might have done little foolish things, as like, but she's still a teenager. She's still, learning. And she was just like, well, you need to get me or someone else to be in charge of that part. I was like,
She called me randomly yesterday, and she was like, yeah, I'm figuring out this car situation. I should know by the end of the week. I'm going to give you my expedition drive. I was like, Aunt Brenda, you preach to me that it's my car, and you don't want anything to do with it, and you're talking about this. I was like, just stop. I don't want to hear about it. Just stop.
It's shoulder.
Yeah, like I don't want to hear expedition.
Yeah, just don't even. Just you don't even want nothing to do with it.
I was like, I don't understand. You bought me a car. Like,
yeah,
I'm pretty sure she's doing that because I think in her head she still wants to play a game. Like, oh well, she can drive this old car to learn her lesson. Like, no,
wait, old car. So what happened to her new expedition?
She has two. She has three cars.
She's trying to give you the old one.
She has a red expedition, a green expedition, and she bought a brand new truck, and she has my car. So she has 4 cars right now.
Wait, she bought a brand new truck?
Yes.
That was with the motorcycle, right?
I don't know.
Motorcycle?
And she bought a motorcycle. I don't even know. Like, and she's talking about me.
Yeah.
And when I say a brand new truck, I mean like a brand new truck.
A brand new truck? She's just playing games with you with that because I didn't even say anything to her about it. I was like, don't worry about it. I said, she ain't worried about that right now. Because I'm not going to make her think that that's what you know what I'm saying? Because that's what she's going to play on to play games. And I would tell her this, but she'd hang up on me. You know what I mean? But, like, I know she's just wanting you to, like, she's wanting to play games with it. Like, you made a mistake by maybe spending, let's say $1,000 that you probably could have saved. But so what? You're 18. You got to learn somehow. You know what I mean? She doesn't have that motherly concept of that. She doesn't understand how to be like, okay, you know. And then she's always on the phone with me, like, I just try to tell her if something happens, they're gonna call me. I'm like, no. Like, I'm like, no. I'm like, I'm her mother, and if they can't get me, I said, people know that my people in Myrtle Beach that I care for tremendously. You know what I mean? Like, I trust them. Like, I trust Dee Dee. I trust Amy Bolton. Like, come on now. Like, please stop talking like bad. Like, something happened. Don't say that. Like, you know? But she's that old school mindset, you know?
She keeps making me mad because she's like, you need to take off like these 2 weeks so we can go on a vacation. And I'm just like, I don't understand. If you don't have money and I don't have money, why am I taking off 2 weeks of work for us to go on a vacation?
Come up now?
She wanted me to do it like literally this week, and I'm like, Amber, no, there's already a schedule out first of all, and then
you need to just think with the whole think about. You told me I need to be working extra jobs and be doing this, doing that. That's what I'm doing because that's what everybody kept telling me to do.
And then she's like, well, then if you can't do it in December, then you need to do it the 1st of January. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing that.
You just need to stick with her on that. Be like, look, when I was only, this is what you need to say it nicely. When I was only working a little bit so I could juggle everything, I got fussed at because I needed a second job. So now I'm doing everything I can to work as many hours as I can without transportation. So, I mean,
and I'm like, and then she's like, you need to come spend Christmas here. And I'm just like, okay, cool, whatever. I mean, I really don't want to, and I haven't really planned to do that. But like, what you have to understand is like with me doing like all of our marketing and stuff, like I have to kind of always be here because I have to take pictures and post them on Instagram and like all this stuff and just make sure I have all that. And then second of all, like if she doesn't want me to be sad on Christmas, my best thing is to be with Christmas with Courtney, or you know.
I mean, I'd rather you go to Courtney's anyway, to be honest.
That's what I'm saying. But then she's gonna take that to heart, and I'm just like, Amber, we never even spent Christmas in
How
North
did you
Carolina.
think you were gonna go there?
Exactly.
You know. I mean, no. You just tell her, look, you don't want no expedition. You appreciate her buying the car for you. You tried to offer to give her the money for it. I told her exactly. I even told her in the letter it was just going to be delayed. It was such a big deal that all she had to do was, I could make sure that she was the first person to, get $15,000 out of it, yada yada yada. But I told her we'd have to work to pay her the rest. That's what I said. Because you still would have to have, like stuff. And so she never says about it. She just keeps saying, I'm not worried about the car. I'm not worried about the car. That's not worried about it for her. And I was like, okay, well then, so I'm tired of going back and forth about this. So that's why. Did you get your power of attorney?
No, I checked the mail yesterday too. I'm assuming maybe it'll come today.
Okay. So I told her, I said, we're already going to have a second plan. I said, this might be delayed and she's going to stay where she's at working. She's like, she's not going to go to us. And I was like, no. I told her if she could, that was an option. I said, but then she don't have a ride right now. I said, so she can't just go there and sit at Amy's house and do nothing. I was like, so, that's not an option, So just tell her you don't want her old. You don't have to say old. Say, no, I don't want your vehicles. I appreciate everything. I don't want to cause any more problems. Thank you for it so much. Just tell her you're going to do it. You're going to work 2 jobs like everybody told you to, and just leave it at that. Because that's what you're technically doing. You're working your secretary, like whatever job, and you're working a marketing job. And then once you you can see about on campus when they open back up if they got any positions. You should be Pell Grant eligible at 0%. EFC at 0.
Yeah, my EFC was 0, and I'm gonna get back. Like my total tuition is only $6,000.
For one semester?
Yeah, for the semester, yes. And
why is it so much?
But my entire financial aid, that's without any loans or anything, is gonna cover it. I think they said I'll get $10,000 in financial aid. That's nothing you have to pay back. Then I think they offered me like, this was what the FAFSA people said, like their estimation. And then I think they said that I could get another. They have like.
Yeah, unsubsidized and subsidized. I got that part.
Yeah.
But I don't what. So coastal tuition is $12,000 a year.
No. Oh yeah.
Is that in state?
Yeah.
Is that what everybody else is paying?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know. Maybe they had like a hike or something in it, probably. Because I remember one time it was in the 4,000s.
Yeah, it's probably up now since their baseball team and coastal keep
That's
winning.
true. They put all that money in the football teams and all that stuff too.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're still winning. They're still 11-0.
I know. I saw it in the paper. I looked to check to make sure. I saw they moved up to top 10 spot. They were in number 9 spot. Okay. So that. Well, I wrote to you in your letter about that, about options with that. They didn't give you any scholarships?
I haven't even made it that far.
Okay.
They just have to do like so much paperwork on me, so so like they haven't even processed my FAFSA. Like the financial aid people have, but not like the financial aid at coastal, because they have to like look at the just because the whole independent student process takes longer.
Yeah. And you explained to them that you're definitely an independent student.
Yeah.
Okay, because they should be letting you use, because you're within 2 miles of campus, so that can be considered on-campus housing.
Yeah.
So just push them on that, and you still was considered a new student or a transfer student?
Transfer.
Well, they still should be eligible for some scholarships, because you still came in with a good GPA from your high school.
I actually don't know if they consider me a transfer or a new student. I don't remember.
If they consider you a new student, then you should definitely be eligible for need-based scholarships, need-based grants. Other than just Pell Grant, it should be need-based, should be South Carolina Lottery, should be all that, because you'd be independent student, EFC contribution 0 because of the whole situation here, and then your GPA. So just kind of keep not aggravating them, but just being like, hey, look, I'm paying for, even though I'm not staying on campus, I'm still paying on campus housing. And if you try to like keep letting them know that and get to know the people there, what they used to do to me was I would do the same thing, and they would be like, but see, I was considered an independent student because I had you, because you couldn't be an independent student if I wasn't in here, but because you're age. But like I kept saying to them, like, hey, look, like I got to pay for housing. Like me and my child have to have somewhere to stay. Like, is there any more scholarships? Any more grants? Is there anything? And I didn't have to get loans until I got advanced degrees.
Yeah.
So that's why, I just want you to be adamant about trying to get as much as you can. That way, if you have to get a loan, it could be like $2,500 per, at least for the year until this is over. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that could be enough to like get you a car. Because I'm not going to worry about like, I'd rather you have that other money as a safety net to be like, hey, this. But then if it comes through before, which I don't think it'll come through after that here in March, so you might have to wait and get a loan one semester. You see what I'm saying? But don't do anything on it yet. Let them just approve you for it, but don't accept it yet. Just wait till I find out more about, for sure. And you have to send me that Colorado Paris stuff too.
You have 1 minute remaining.
All right. Well, try to check the mail today. And did you try any more trying to get in that account?
Yeah, I was stuck. There's no.
Okay. All right.
I tried so many combinations.
Well, hopefully that thing comes so you can get there, because if not, that check for sure should be there too, and then you can pay that thing online right away. But then just keep looking in the mail, because I sent them both. I sent one that one morning and one that afternoon, so it meant the power of attorney went back out on the one day, and then the check went back out on the day after. So they should be like bam. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Hey, wait, did that other number message you anymore?
No.
Okay, cool. All right, love you.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. Ladies, what you got?
Oh my gosh. It's just, I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts, but you guys go first so I can organize them. But besides just the imaginary money, like, and I do think her tone, Tisha's tone changed a lot with this call versus the last call. And also, I forgot, yeah, I got a lot of thoughts because at the beginning, she starts with the Brenda stuff and she's not being truthful. It's not accurate the way she's explaining it. And she's just trying to start shit. And I'm telling you now, she never, ever, ever dreamed that these calls would have been out there for everybody to hear.
No, no. I think that her worst fear may have been that portions of these calls would have been played maybe at trial, right? That was, I think, her worst case scenario. But
Mhm.
they were not going to play. I don't
Mhm.
think she ever thought they were going to play all the nitty gritty. Do you know what I mean? They were probably going to play anything that was pertinent to the case, potentially. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying?
Yep.
But they definitely, I 150, 11 billion% agree with you. She never dreamed that these calls would be out for the general public. Welcome to the Freedom of Information Act, Letecia.
Yep. Yep. Oh, and yeah, the Bindi name, like if I forget that a lot of people weren't here, and because
Oh,
you
that's
reference
right.
it so much about being flexible with like when we're scheduling, but it actually you were right. It was Sarah Boone, and we were talking about the suitcase, and you were like, I don't know, I think I could do it. I'm quite flexible. I mean, I can fold. And Melissa
I'm
was in
bendy.
chat and was
I
like,
think I can
uh-huh.
fit. I'm
Yeah. And she said Bindi Lou 2023 and like quoted you or something, and then after that it was a wrap.
and I just became Bendy Lou. And then under my name, one time I was on a panel and Allie and Melissa Jade were there, and so was Jen Crime Curious. And Melissa Jade said Jen, and I answered, and she said not you. So then I took it on, and now I am Bendy, not you, Lou.
So there you guys know, and it's on one of my old Sarah Boone lives, I think, if you ever went back and watched it.
Yes, 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 yes. Yes. You know, I got speaking of Sarah Boone, I got some rude some not rude, I shouldn't say rude, but some I got a couple of comments people were upset with me because I was making fun of Sarah and I guess they felt like I was making fun of the crime, which is not accurate. I've never made fun of the crime that Sarah Boone committed, but I have made fun of the ridiculous nonsense that tumbles out of her mouth. Sure have, and I make no apologies for it. She said stuff, and I've clowned her for it. Sure have.
Yes. Hey, Insure for
No
Life, and
regard.
I'm sure it
Go ahead.
is Teacup. I bet it is. So, what did you guys think about that, especially like the beginning part?
Go ahead, Jen.
I
You
just,
first.
I don't really have much to add. Yeah, I could.
Should we try to get
I'm
those
gonna
couple quick
pass.
calls?
We can
Okay.
get those couple quickies in if you want to. Absolutely. You guys, listen, I'm awake. So y'all
Yeah,
tell me when you're ready to be done. I'll play
I'm
as
a,
long as you want to listen and the chat wants to listen. And I'm flexible. I do whatever.
well,
we
let's
know.
go ahead. Let's go ahead and play the next three all at once, and that's the 18th, one on the 18th, one on the 19th, and one on the 20th. And all together, it's still, less than 8 or 9 minutes.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
yeah,
All
so
right.
so the 18th, 19th, and 20th, it's Harley, unknown female, and then Harley.
Okay. Oh, this is the unknown.
Oh,
Yeah, it's his
That's
mom.
the one I wanted to get to. But I will say this about this last call. She does a plenty of instigating between Harley and Brenda, and then whenever Brenda gets on the phone, I don't know why she didn't want to talk to you, Brenda. And then it just drives me nuts. I can't deal with it
Yeah.
because I don't think that Letecia actually wants Harley to be with Aunt Brenda. To be quite frank,
Well, I
yeah.
don't think that Letitia's Aunt Brenda voice is very nice.
it's not. It's really not, and it's really not an accurate depiction.
No.
I
She
better Aunt Brenda than Tisha does.
She
Tisha
purposely stirs shit. You know those people you know in your life that are just like maybe you knew in school, or I don't know. I don't really have any like close people to me, but I've known people like this that just love to stir shit. And
yes.
yes,
Just
that's what.
messy to be messy. They just like to
Yep.
stir it and then watch the fallout from it. Yes.
Yep, because they're bored.
Yes. 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 That's Tisha Lynn. All right, here we go, y'all. The next 3 calls. Here we go.
Okay.
Hey,
Hey,
what's up?
nothing is going from me.
What?
Huh?
What'd you say?
He's got
Going to
home
work?
from
Oh, just got home from work. I thought you said going to smoke. I was about to be like, oh, heck no. I was like, okay, she done lost her mind today.
No.
Did you get your letter?
Nope.
Everybody else got their stuff?
Never got mine.
Oh, it's going to be there today.
Huh?
I said it'll be there today.
No idea if Miss Didi.
Huh?
But I already asked Miss Didi. She said I haven't got there yet.
No. Well, if it doesn't come today and that today's the last day or that day's the due date, and then call them and tell them you need extension for a few days.
Okay.
So that way they'll know to put it in the system.
Okay.
All right, you all right? Just tired?
Yeah, I've just been so tired lately.
You don't have corona, do you?
No, it's just like, I don't know. I'm just tired and my back hurts.
You need a lot of. Have you taken your vitamins?
No.
Well, that's one reason. Remember how the headache doctor always said that those are good alternatives, natural alternatives, vitamins.
Me too.
I mean, Walmart has the cheapest kind, unless you get some on sale. I mean, heck, even if you had to get the Dollar Tree kind, they at least still have vitamin B and all that in it.
I think I actually have some underneath my sink.
Yeah. Did you finish that application online
What application?
for the food?
Oh, yeah, I finished that.
Okay.
Or I got to the last. Now I wonder did I send it?
No, you need to go check today. But anyway, I'll let you go. I've been going crazy today, so.
Yeah.
Cause I just lose my mind because I don't like just they're crazy, you know.
Guess what I did, Mom?
What?
Guess what outfit I put on Sadie?
What?
The Jingle Bells one that Chance wore last year.
Oh,
Put it on.
she can wear it.
Yeah.
What about all them other outfits that was in that suitcase?
And then I put one of those sweatshirts on Chance, but it was like, it fit him. It was just too tight around his neck.
Well, just take and cut like a slit in it,
Mhm.
like a V-neck slit. You know what I mean?
And I just tied some of my underwear on Sadie.
Hey, it works.
She's mad right now. She's standing still.
Is she? Yeah, that works.
She's been whining to me for the last 30 minutes. Come here, Sadie. Come here. Come here.
She has an excuse.
Say hey.
Keep her. Hey, Sadie, I miss you, baby. I love you. Sadie, come here. All right. We'll take pictures of them in their outfits and put Chance's outfit back on. Just loosen it up for him, you know? He's got a big chest.
Okay.
All right. Love you. I'll call you tomorrow.
Love you. Okay. Bye.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Hi.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
I was just calling to see how he was doing. I got his letter, so I just wanted to let him know.
Okay, I haven't talked to him. I poked my eye, so I got like a open wound in my eye. So
Oh no.
I didn't get to talk to him when he called me. I missed his call because I was already in bed.
Oh no. I hope you feel better.
Yeah,
Alright.
I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, that was my fault. I don't know. I was an idiot, and I was putting my glasses on, and I jammed the thing in my eye. But anyway, I'm doing a lot better. But I have a visit with him tomorrow.
All right, cool. If you just say Merry Christmas, then I got the drawing, so it was really beautiful. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, okay.
All right,
let
well, you
me-
have a good holiday then.
I will. Thank you. Be
Okay.
safe.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Hello.
Hey,
Hey.
I just called you to see how you were.
Good. Are you okay?
Yeah. What you doing?
What's wrong?
Nothing. What you doing?
Nothing.
Did you go to church? Or at least watch it on?
Yeah.
That's good. Cute. Did you get your letter?
No, not yet.
I don't understand. Well, I know I'm writing the address right. Because I double checked it like 15 times.
Mm. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe someone else is doing it.
Yeah, but you never even got the other one. From like,
No, I haven't got anything.
well, hopefully it comes Monday or Tuesday then. Did you ask for an extension on the other thing?
Yeah.
Oh, man. What are you going to do today?
Nothing.
Did you eat?
Alex, I've been so tired.
Did you eat?
Huh?
Did you eat?
Yeah.
Did you take vitamins?
Yeah, I took some I told you the other day.
Okay, that was the other day. You take some more. You're probably lacking a lot of nutrients. You might need some vitamin D, some B12, something like that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I won't keep you so I can call you tomorrow.
Okay, I love you.
All right. Love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye. Hello?
Hey,
Hey.
what's up? What's
Huh?
up? I say, what's up?
That's where I was supposed to stop, right, Jen? I hope
Yeah.
so, because that's where I did stop.
Yeah, I think she said 3.
Okay.
And I was about to put in private chat how long this one was, but oh my goodness, with his mom again.
Yep, sorry.
Yes.
I couldn't get
Yes.
to the mute button.
Well, I was
I
listening
do
on
that
my
sometimes.
phone because I had to step out. I had to have a cig, and Nestor needed to go potty, so I let him out. But yeah, I was away, and I keep forgetting that the phone listening on my phone is behind what's coming out of the StreamYard. So
Well, I couldn't watch chat during that. With Harley, she talks so low, even turned all the way up. I've got to put my phone like all the way up to my ear, the speaker on speakerphone, to be able to actually hear her.
yes, and I got stuck and I had to rewind because I wanted to hear what his mom said, what she calls him. And I think that she said E. You cannot trust the closed captions on that part because when I was what I was reading and what was coming out of her mouth definitely were not the same.
Well, it's only a minute long. Do you want to skip back and play it?
Yeah, we can.
Let's do it. Yeah, because I want to
Right.
know for certain. I didn't even notice that she called him something, but that is who we're thinking is Edwin's mom, right? And then we have the other guy who we don't know who he
Yes.
is at this point. Okay.
Right. All right. So go back to call 19. Yes.
I believe so,
Yep.
yes.
Right here. Right.
18.
Hold on. All right. Hold on. Let me go back just like a scotch. All right. Let's see if this is
18
right.
on the 19th. There
I
we go.
closed my eye, so I got. Yeah.
Oh crap! Too much. Too much. Too much.
He doesn't listen.
Hi,
How are you doing?
Okay.
I'm doing good.
I was just calling to see how he was doing. I got his letter, so I just wanted to let him know.
Okay, I have been attached to my. I poked my eye, so I got like a open wound in my eye. So
Oh no.
I didn't get to talk to him when he called me. I missed his call because I was already in bed.
Oh no. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Yeah, that was my fault. I don't know. I was an idiot, and I was putting my glasses on, and I jammed the thing in my eye. But anyway, I'm doing a lot better. But I have a visit with him tomorrow.
All right, cool. If you just say Merry Christmas, and I got the drawing, so it was really beautiful. Thank you.
Cool. Yeah, okay.
All right, well, you have a good holiday then.
I will. Thank you. Be safe.
All right, you too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Can you play the first like 5 seconds just again? Is that when she says it? Have you talked to he or E or?
Yeah, it's at the very beginning. I think she just says he without using his name. I mean, this lady's getting a call from the jail. It's either her son or Letecia, you know,
Right.
and so she's purposely not using his name.
Right.
But I don't know. I'll be right back. Hopefully it won't
Okay.
take too long. Sorry, I've got something.
That's okay. Yeah, that's okay.
Don't worry
I think
about
she
it.
said he too.
That's not the part I'm talking about at the end when she says
Oh.
she's got a video visit. But because I don't hear you right there. That's the part I'm talking about. I'm probably going to mess with it tomorrow and see if I can hear something. But at the beginning, she does say he, but it's,
He. Okay.
yeah. But I feel like we've had this conversation before, and she does. I know Letecia has talked about this person having a video visit with her. So it's just weird that she would reference, like Leticia's calling her, and then she says she has a video. I don't know, something is off about it. That's what I'm trying to say. Leslie got it. I have a video visit with him tomorrow, but the closed captioning says you. That's the part I wasn't understanding because you is not what I heard. You know what I'm saying? So I can't figure out if she's saying, and our Grammy thinks that she's saying T.
A few people think she said T, but when? At the end or the beginning?
Well, for me, I can hear at the beginning that when she starts the conversation, she says he, but it's the last part that doesn't make sense. That there you go. Jabberjaw says T when she says, I get to visit with T tomorrow.
Huh.
That's weird.
Which is,
And we know that this woman thinks that Leticia's name is Taylor.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but
who is
isn't she
about?
saying she gets to visit with the dude tomorrow though, right? It's the mom saying that line.
Right. But
I get a visit with him tomorrow.
Right.
So it
But
wouldn't be
who is,
T as in Tisha.
but it does sound like she's saying T or he at the end there. That's what I can't figure out. It's at the end. Who is she getting a video visit with? If she's, you know what I'm saying? Because they talk, look, I'm just going to put it out here. In my opinion, they talk in code. Okay. There is a call between Harley and Letecia where Letecia wants Harley to relay a message to this woman through text. And she is adamant about exactly what she wants Harley to write in that text. And
Mm-hmm.
in fact, she repeats the crazy with a capital C 3 times to Harley.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't understand it's their conversations are awkward just in general. And
Yeah, they are.
why is she calling? Why is Letecia calling to see how somebody she just got a letter from is doing? Didn't you just get a letter? Was that not included in the letter? How he was doing?
Yeah. Yeah. Huh. I don't know. That's interesting because I didn't hear that at all, but I'll go back after we're done. I'm going to listen to that again. And if you do like make it loud or you know what I mean, make the audio louder and quieter in the back or whatever, mess with it, definitely let me see it. Send it to me because
Yeah,
I want to
of
see.
course I will. Of course I will because there's something is a myth here. Something is going on, and I just can't
A
because it's
lot of people heard
Letecia.
it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
because it's Letecia, you never can tell just exactly which layer of the bullshit we're in at. You know, which level are we on? Are we on the basement level? Are we sub basement? You know what I'm saying? Like it's ridiculous.
Okay.
I'm tired
Interesting.
of it, and I want to know because she is adamant about passing some very specific messages. And y'all remember how I was listening the other day, and there's something about that crazy with a capital C. It's a common phrase, like saying, I mean, it's not like something she said that's just out of the way. It's just how adamant she was about Harley writing it to her verbatim. That's what stood out to me. And so when I went to the Googles, um, for whatever reason, when I typed in crazy with a capital C, the DEA's list of nicknames for drugs came up, and fentanyl is crazy.
Oh.
Hmm.
Hmm.
It is. And then we went off and then we talked about the bag and the girl that OD'd and all that stuff. So,
Yeah, I remember you saying that.
yeah, I cannot understand why Letecia would be talking to this woman. Like it just doesn't seem there's something, I mean, beyond toilet talk. You know what I mean? What, there's nobody, I mean, she just said that she basically gets serenaded from the people upstairs above her on a nightly basis. So what, like they can't she can't find new people to toilet talk with. There's something we're missing something.
Interesting, because I would have never even thought to look that deeply at it. I was more looking at a surface level, but I could be totally wrong. I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah, because like it wasn't that the message that she had Harley passing was really innocuous. But it's the fact that she was like repeated it multiple times. She doesn't even when she's giving Harley like a list of things to do, she doesn't even repeat the list of things to do more than once. Do you know what I
See,
mean?
yeah, but she does say the same shit over and over. Remember, we talked about that the other day because she kept like, oh
Yes,
God, it's like when she's in this certain mood, she does like this thing. Was it like that when she said it over and over, or was it kind of different? Because I don't remember her the message that she told Harley to send.
she said there was another and this is another one. So she asked Harley right around Thanksgiving time in November about this same person. Has she messaged you again. And Harley was answering her and saying, yeah, but she's got to like listen to 72 ads before she can see what the message is, right? So
Mm-hmm.
when Letecia wanted Harley to write her back, it was about, happy holidays or whatever, but it wasn't that big of a deal. In fact, when she repeated herself, she didn't repeat herself verbatim the way that she did with the crazy with the capital C. That message was very important for her to repeat verbatim. And she did it verbatim 3 times. She said the exact same thing 3 times. When she was the other call about the holidays or whatever, she sort of jumbled up what she was saying. And in the end, she said, well, just tell her, happy holidays or something to that effect. It was a no big deal. Do you know what I mean? See what I'm
Well,
saying?
you know what? Yeah, and you know what else? Like, she's always up to something. I'm telling you, I was saying that in the chat in Melissa's earlier, because she was like, "Wow, we're talking about her messing with the screws on the toilet and stuff." And I'm like, I don't know, but I guarantee you, there's a reason. She always has a plan, and I've heard Curious Jen say this before. Like, she's always several steps ahead with this plan. You know what I mean? In her manipulation and scheme.
Yeah, and you can tell where she is in her plan based on how much she tries to hurry other people through catching up and getting to the next part that she's already laid for them.
Correct. And this is just sort of something that I've been kind of kicking around. Do I think that Letecia is involved in some kind of, ring inside of the jail? I think if she is, it's very cursory, because I think her bigger, broader objective is to pin Gannon's murder on Edwin.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so I do think that Letecia would be willing to, as they say, put in the work in order to get that plan to come to fruition.
Right. We're just at the beginning stages of it. And she's still
Correct.
rolling with that plan from Topeka in prison. She's sending Allie cryptic messages about E and Florida.
Yes.
And the suitcases.
Yes. And wanting us to do okay, I am in Florida. I've been very, everybody knows that. But it's not like, telling Allie in a text that she should be doing some type of search, but she's not specific. It's not like I can just stroll in anywhere here in the Floridas and be like, hey, Tisha Lynn over there in, well, she's in Topeka now, but she suggested that I look something up and give them the little tiny bit of information Letecia says to look into, and they're going to produce some type of result. They need way more than that.
She said, I can't remember what she said to look into in Florida. Was it the property? Or, oh, gosh.
Yes.
It was
some kind of something. Yeah. Yeah. And so, and then, and I think why she's this is the other part of the plan too. I've been kicking this around. Like, why would she involve Harley in it? Well, if we think back to some earlier calls, beginning of November, I believe it was, Jen will correct me if I'm wrong, but she was talking about and concerned about, and I don't know, that's a lie. It wasn't a call. I think it's in the incident report. So it might have come from Allie's channel, where she's very concerned about Harley because Harley is allegedly in the witness protection program.
Yeah, that was an incident report on Allie's channel.
Yes. Okay. See, it's coming back to me. All the synapses are firing. Y'all stand back now. So I feel like there's a bigger con, and that bigger con, and she's still trying to pull it, is blaming somebody else, i.e. the cartel. And, to Letecia, apparently every Mexican must be a member of the cartel. You can just blame it on any random Mexican, and that's synonymous with the cartel. It's so, I'm just going to say, it's so fucking insulting as a Mexican that I can't even tell you. For her that is her thinking. She just pisses me off.
Well, remember earlier this evening when she was telling Harley to Google it online. I don't remember what Harley was supposed to be Googling online. Oh God, what was it? Hold on.
Her credit.
Yeah,
How to get a
TransUnion.
hold of
Yeah, TransUnion.
TransUnion.
Yeah, how to get a hold of TransUnion. So Leticia's telling her to Google it online, and I'm just cracking up, because I bet Letecia misses Google so much. She misses
Google
Google so
doesn't
much,
miss her at all.
and yeah,
I
but she's got this like delusional, dysfunctional sort of relationship with Google. So I think that like at this current moment, what we're listening to now, I feel like she asked Google a question before she was arrested, and maybe it's Google who's finally sending her answer. So one of the things that she asked Google for was an immigrant who would serve her time. Find me an immigrant that'll go to jail for me or whatever the hell it was. And maybe she thinks that Google is now answering through the toilet,
Oh my
and
Jesus.
and she has the person who's going to take the fall for her now.
Yeah, the
I don't
universe
know.
is speaking to her.
Yeah. I wonder, I don't know. She's going to start a new religion, and it's going to be kosher with prayer mats, and they're going to pray to Google.
No. It's she's she's 100% up to something. And like you said, Jen and Allie, she's not just because she went through a trial and was found guilty, that's nothing to Letecia. This is just a bump in the road for her, and she is going to continue this plan. She thinks she's going to be successful at this. That she is going to pin Gannon's murder on, some dude.
Yeah.
The only thing I wish success for Letecia is that face transplant. I hope that she does find herself eventually successful with that one.
Yes, Letecia, especially, go ahead and get that face transplant and then watch the movie Face Off and see how it works out.
Yeah, just see if one of the inmates will work for you pro bono and get you that
Right.
face transplant.
Right. But she is always, always, always conniving. See, here's the
Yeah.
thing with that money, too. I was thinking about this as well. So, and this is why we're about to come full circle with the thing I said not long ago whenever the Florida property came up. They do an asset search to see what she has. She if she were out, they would do it too, but they would also require her, and they might have required her to do it while she was in jail too. To declare her assets, but they don't just take your word for it. They do an asset search. So she wanted to get around, huh?
I think that what she's saying is not so much that her name is on this property legally, although in various places she has said that. Like how she has rental property in Florida. That's why she needs a 2021 tax form for her rental property. But I think that what she's actually saying is that, Chance's aunt has the property and has been putting stuff aside for them, or, for her.
Yeah, but it's not, that's part of community property unless it's in writing and Albert agreed to it. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my point is that what she's trying to do is the money is a lie, okay? Which is why it's absolute crap what she's even saying, because she's not even saying it correctly. If somebody were to pay Leticia's attorney, if they were to pay the attorney directly, then it would never be an issue. Albert would never have an opportunity to try to go after this money. But the fact of the matter, this is her reserve excuse. Now it's Aunt Katrina's fault, okay, that Aunt Katrina went and snitched to Leticia's attorneys, and now they had to then now it's a thing. And so now nobody's going to get any money because Aunt Katrina is a snitch. That's the newest. That's who she's blaming.
Right.
For
And
that
Albert's
money.
Aunt Katrina's a snitch, and Albert's going to try and take it. if
Correct.
this, if Chance's aunt with the timeshare condo in Orlando had gotten a hold of Letecia, don't you think that every other phone call we're listening to would be to Chance's aunt with the Orlando condo?
Yes.
But there's not a single call to this person. Now, it can be argued that maybe they're exchanging letters. But still, if they were just exchanging letters, Letecia would be calling her. I mean, there's no reality where Letecia wouldn't have, I mean, we're talking about a lot of money that Letecia thinks she's going to get. She'd be
Right.
putting all that vampire energy into working
Yes,
this
she
woman.
would. Yes, she would. Yes,
And
she
so it's
would.
just, I mean, it's just this person probably never contact. The person might exist, and
Well,
there
right.
might
I'm
be a
sure that,
condo.
yeah, I'm sure that there is, I'm sure Chance did have an aunt. I'm sure
Right?
it's possible that she also had a condo, but I highly doubt that any of the timeshare, whatever the deal was with the condo, is in any way. If it goes to anybody, it would not be Letecia. It would likely be Harley. They
Right.
wouldn't.
Yeah.
I highly doubt that anybody in Chance's family would be putting money aside for Letecia. If they were going to put money aside for anybody, it would be Harley.
Well,
Right.
here's
Well,
the
and she's
thing.
not telling. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead. You can go ahead
I was
because I
just.
won't forget.
She doesn't seem to be telling this, this detailed story about Chance's uncle to Harley. So maybe the person does exist, and she knows if she tells that lie to Harley, Harley will
That's
reach out
true.
to the
Yeah.
lady. Or why wouldn't this person be able to contact Harley directly? Why
That's an
why is this
excellent
person
point.
going through Letecia? Why wouldn't they just be dealing with Harley?
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
true.
Harley's
But
18.
also like trying to make sense of anything she's doing, as much as she is conniving and always has a plan and always up to something, she is just as much like nonsensical and confusing and
Right.
chaos and no plan. So at half the time, yeah, she does have this like scheme, but half the time it's just chaotic bullshit. You know what I mean? Coming from her. So it's really hard to try to make sense of any of it because of that.
Right. Well, the first time that $150,000 number came up was because, her toilet talking buddy, his family paid $150,000 for his attorney. And now all of a sudden, Letitia's going to get her hands on 150,000 and then some because she's making deals with the cartel, and she's protecting them, and they're going to pay her for her services. And she's going to buy Harley a car with it. And then there was, and then the story changes several times. I mean, you guys were there. I don't have to recap the whole thing. But
Well,
now it's
yeah.
down to some property in Orlando that she likely has absolutely nothing to do with, and it's all on hold because Albert's going to try and take it.
Right. There's it's never going to come in Letitia's mind. It never is Letitia's fault because the whole thing was a lie to begin with. See, and this is the
Right.
thing about the cartel. Now, that I have learned from, I've never been involved in the cartel. I don't know firsthand how the cartel rolls, but I've watched enough true crime that I can figure out the goal of any organized crime is to not freaking get caught. So the first thing you learn if you're going to be a member of some type of organized crime is not to talk, right? But yet Letecia has been on how many phone calls running her mouth about how essentially, without saying it, but saying it, that the cartel is the one footing the bill for this, lawyer. It's like Fight Club. Okay. If you're an organized crime, the first rule of Fight Club is not to talk about Fight Club. It's like that. Idiot, Letecia.
Omerta.
Jesus. She just drives me nuts.
Mm-mm.
She thinks that she is so smart. And the problem is that, yes, she does have all of these schemes and plans all the time. She's got like 11 billion balls in the air at all times. Okay. But the problem with that is she doesn't know how to juggle at all. She has
Right.
no logical way of making a plan and going through all the if then but clauses and then adjusting the plan and working the plan. Her plans never come to fruition because they make no sense. But she thinks that they do. And all of this is likely due to the fact that Letecia has probably for the majority of her life gotten what she wanted because people don't want to deal with it. It's easier
Yep.
to just say whatever on something small and let her have it. And in Leticia's mind, she's won. Look, I worked this person over.
Right.
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
And her
When
balls
really they're
stink.
like, you can have whatever you want. Just please stop talking to me. Please.
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Right. Like, don't go away mad. Just go away. You know, she's just, but she thinks she's smart and she thinks she's slick. And the thing of it is, I'm actually, I feel awful for Harley in the fact that it's more than likely she will never be able to have any type of relationship with her mom that would be good for her. You know what I mean? That would be good for Harley. She probably will never have that. And that makes me sad. But I think that the best thing for Harley is to not talk to her mom because
Yeah.
I do think that that Letecia is still very, very much trying to work this pin the murder on somebody else plan. Even though she sat through a trial, that's, you know, she's in Leticia's mind, she's got all the time in the world to make this happen. And she's the one that's focusing 25/8 on her case, right? Nobody else is. So she can just silently be plotting, and she's not really silently plotting because she leaks in her phone calls. But yeah, that's what I think. Good night, MK. Sweet dreams.
Hey, what time do you guys want to do them tomorrow?
Whatever you. It's remember I said I would work it out with you because you know, I want to talk about Alec Murdoch tomorrow, you know,
Yeah.
his sentencing.
Yeah, well, it's easier for me to go a little earlier anyways because I got to get up for school, and I like to, like, even tonight when we're doing the calls, like I try to give Bentley his bedtime lovins. Oh, he hugged me so tight for like 2 minutes. I missed like 2 minutes of what was saying, what they were saying. Yeah.
Oh,
So I
speaking of
hate
Bentley, is
missing
his
stuff.
fort? Hey, wait, before I forget, is his fort still up?
No, but he can
Oh,
build it again. He takes it down
did
and
you
puts it
ever
up.
have a picture of it? Because remember, I
Yes.
want to make okay, can you send that to me before? Just this has nothing to do
Yeah.
with anything we're talking about, you guys. I'm sorry. But if I don't ask Allie right now what I'm thinking about it, I will forget.
Yes.
And
I
it's
will send it
very
to you.
important that he become. I promised him he would be an emoji on this channel, and dadgummit, he will.
Yes, I will send it to you tonight. But so yeah, we can do a little earlier tomorrow, and then you can do your
Okay.
live, at 9.
Okay.
Is that
Okay.
all right with you, Miss
Absolutely.
Curious Jen?
Oh yeah.
Okay, so great. Yeah, I knew it was
Yeah.
all right with you, Jen, because you said okay. Sorry.
I know. And I feel awful. I also feel badly for Sadie and Chance. First of all, it breaks my heart to know that Sadie is in heat. It is not a fun thing for dogs, just like it ain't a fun thing for women, period. I don't think that there is a female on the planet that having their period is fun or enjoyable or not a big, huge pain in the butt. And it's if you're not going to breed them, you really should get them spayed. But it makes me sad, that
She's wearing Harley's panties.
yes, a little bit, yeah. I mean, I think I have to give it up to Harley. That was pretty clever and ingenious of her to, come up with a system. Do you know what I mean? But for
Yeah, it was.
then to say, it irritates me to hear Letecia say things like, well, that's because she needs to be spayed. Okay. This is not okay. Like little mini Bindi, she, after they got settled and stuff, they adopted 2 little kittens, a little boy and a little girl, Stewie and Gertie, I think is the girl's name. They're super cute, right? Now, little mini Bendy will call me every so often asking me advice. Okay. And I will say, you've got to, you're going to have to get them spayed. You're going to have to get them neutered, all the things, right? But that is very different than my ass being locked up for some crime, not even, because I would never be locked up for murder. I just wouldn't, but locked up for some damn crime. And Mimi Bendy is taking care of my animals, and I'm bossing her around and telling her how to do it and sort of looking down on her about it.
Yeah, it's like, excuse me, but Harley wouldn't be responsible for 2 dogs, which it's not cheap to take care of dogs, take them to the vet, buy their wormer, their food. You guys know. I mean, you both
Yeah,
have dogs, so it's just not cheap, and it's not even easy for like a young family starting out. It's like a whole thing when you take on a pet, can we do it? Or like you have to make sure that you can do it. The sad thing is that Harley did not take the dog like in a situation like that. You know what I mean? It was just kind of
exactly.
left on her.
Exactly. And not to mention that, Letecia, if you're going to be asking a Chewy box is not the priority. Okay. A monthly subscription to Chewy is not the priority for the dogs. The dogs need to get in, and they need to Sadie needs to be spayed, and Chance needs to be neutered. That's the priority. But you're worried, and make sure you call, Amy's mom and ask her about the Chewy box. Like, your priorities are so skewed, lady, which, I mean, I don't even know why I'm surprised, because look where she's sitting and look what the crime is that she was charged with and now has been found guilty. But still, it's just like I guess I get frustrated because I just don't understand when reality is going to smack Letecia in the face, because it still hasn't smacked her in the face. She's been convicted, y'all, and she is still acting like she has been wrongly convicted. It's ridiculous. It just makes me mad, just irritates me. And Leslie, that's an excellent point, that Letecia didn't even know that dogs get periods. So Harley having Sadie and taking care of her while she gets her period makes Harley 87 million steps ahead of Letecia. And so don't be calling her dumb, Letecia. Ugh. All right, I'm off my soapbox. All right, you guys. Well, we've gone way over 2 hours, and
Oh yeah.
it's late, and I'm tired. And I know the girls are tired. So we're going to call it a night tonight, and we're going to pick up tomorrow night. Let me drop the link in the chat to Allie's channel and to Crime Curious's channel. We will be on Allie's channel tomorrow night at what time, Allie, babe, did you say?
Wait, tomorrow. Okay, yeah, tomorrow's Tuesday because I don't know. I was thinking like maybe even earlier than 7 if y'all could, like 5. But if you can't, we could do like 6 or
We can do
7.
I can do 5 if you want to do 5.
Okay, because then we could get it out of the way, but it's still evening time for people, and then that would be awesome. And also, I forgot, Curious Jen's like thing with Chris starts in 2
Yes,
days, 2.5
Thursday.
days.
I dropped
Mm-hmm.
I dropped Crime Curious's link. You guys go over there. If you're not subscribed to Alex and Crime Curious, I don't know what you're doing with your lives, but get on over there and subscribe, because they have great content, fabulous content. That's not all Letecia. I don't do all Letecia either. So go over there and check that out. Crime Curious's podcast, her first episode with Chris Welch, the attorney, starts on Thursday, and I can hardly wait for that. So while you're over there subscribing to Jen's channel, make sure that you look at the upcoming lives and click turn on notifications so you can get notified for that. That is where I will be on Thursday. Tomorrow night will be on Allie's first, and then I'll be over here because I absolutely plan to discuss Murdaugh tomorrow. I want to know what he did and how he did it, and I also want to go over what the victim impact statements are, because I know the Satterfield boys are probably going to talk, but it wasn't just the Satterfield boys that he stole from. There's a lot of victims.
Also, did you guys hear? Because I know there was like news with Delphi, but I didn't have time to look at it. Do you guys know anything about it?
Yes. Shit, I did. And then it just went right out of my brain. I can't remember. Something with the Let me look. Hold on a second. It'll drive me nuts. Hang on a minute, because yes, something did come down today.
Yeah, I got a bunch of notifications that I marked that I'm going to
Mhm.
start as soon as we get off here.
Me too, me too, me too. That's what I do. I just
I was really expecting Judge Gold to step down. I was thinking probably today she would recuse, but
yeah.
I don't think that happened. But I'm going to get my Delphi fix right after this, probably while I'm
Okay.
going to sleep.
There was a response to the request to move the judge. Let's see. Delphi murders judge faces deadline with Indiana's Supreme Court. And of course, then we had the arrest. And there was a new, I don't know how new this is because it's the same guy they're showing on Court TV, but their title is New Arrest in Delphi Murders Crime Scene Photo Leak. It was an officer who did it.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to go get my fix. I know Teresa was live earlier.
I know.
yes, she
I was
was.
about to say that. Yeah, and I'll probably go there and catch up. But like these days, I've been really busy, and you know what? I want to try to, if I'm not working on something, like try to be more present and not, which is hard because I like to support all of my friends on YouTube and stuff too. But because sometimes I can't like do like a several hour live stream, but I'll go listen to Teresa while I go to sleep tonight. I just didn't have time today. You know what I mean?
Yes, and thank you, Debbie. We appreciate that so much. You're so generous to us, and I hope you're doing something for you when you're being generous to us. But yeah,
Yes, and
and
love
that's
you
I will
back.
say
Thank you.
too. Do I even have any mods in the chat at this time? Besides, I mean, you're not in the
I
chat,
don't know.
Allie,
I was
don't.
going to
And
try to drop.
yeah, could you drop
If I
Criminality's
do,
link for me? Thank you. I don't have her on my
yeah,
I don't
Nightbot.
have her on
Okay,
my
let me go grab it.
Nightbot
I
team.
just
I
tried
need
the
to
night.
add her.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
hold on one
because
sec. I'll go grab it.
we're gonna drop it for you. It's Criminality. She does some fantastic work with the Delphi case. She is oh, B Crumb said, Allie, check your texts for a summary.
Oh,
She has an
yay!
awesome channel. She does awesome work on all the cases. Currently, she's really invested in Delphi, and she's done some fantastic work on that. So definitely go check that out. And I want to say thank you because at one point to the chat, because at one point we had over 900 people in the chat. I've never had that many before. It's a big number for me, and everybody was behaving. Nobody was being ugly to one another. Nobody was arguing. You guys are super cool. You stayed on topic, and I appreciate that. I really do. I don't even, I just really appreciate that. Like, I've seen people with less people in their chat have to slow chat for their mods, or, just to make sure there's no trolls in anything. And you guys, we didn't have any issues. And that's because of you guys. You guys were just really cool. So thank
Oh
you
my
for that.
gosh.
I appreciate that.
You guys are amazing. Can you hear me like this?
Uh-huh. Now I can, yeah.
Okay. I'll read what B Crumbs. Thank you, B Crumbs. You are the best. She said, because I talked to her earlier driving home from school and was like, I've got to catch up with Delphi. I don't know when I can.
Yes.
And she sent a message that says, Delphi judge said she isn't biased, has the right to replace Allen's lawyers due to misconduct, should stay on the case, and the Supreme Court should stay out of it. Attorney General's office agrees, and Allen should appeal to lower courts first. Defense wants Supreme Court to let them back on and trial in 70 days. Judge wants new lawyers in October 2024 trial date.
Okay, this makes no sense, and we're definitely going to have to. I'm going to do some reading into this because this is my question, and then I'll let you guys go. My question is how are Richard Allen's lawyers responsible for misconduct when the leak came from an officer?
Because
I don't understand
apparently
that.
I think because apparently the lawyers oh gosh, like had them spread out on the desk and weren't paying attention to who had all the crime scene photos spread out and weren't careful enough. That's the way I took it though, but I might be wrong.
I'm going to look into it because it's very confusing to me, and I don't want to speak out of turn and say something incorrect, but it's very difficult for me with the Delphi case because I worry that the girls are not going to end up getting justice, and I don't want that for them, obviously. So
Yeah.
I'm just, I'm
I
going to
definitely
do some more
heard that.
catching up. Okay.
Yeah, there's something about the way that when they had the pictures all spread out on a table, and it's something about that, but we just have to look closer, like you said.
Yeah. Because I mean, even if,
Yep, Danielle's comment.
yeah, yeah, because Danielle says, yeah, because Baldwin had pics on his conference room table, but okay, he did have the pics on the conference room table, and it was an officer who took the pictures. So granted, yes, he should have been more careful, but it wasn't some random member of society that took the pictures. That's the part that I don't understand. I don't know.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And you're right, Danielle, that they do have an affirmative duty of confidentiality. I'm just curious why that officer was there then. Do you see what I'm saying? And yes, this is another good point, B. Crumbs. Harvard lawyer Lee said it is a normal thing to have the documents like that in a war room. Yes. And I remember when I went through like the stuff with the West Memphis 3, and a lot of that is documented. The trial and the trial preparations by their attorneys. And they were most definitely, they both Damien and Jason's, and sometimes even Jesse's attorney would all be in a conference room, the three of them together, talking about and sharing the evidence with each other. So I don't know. I'm very confused about all of this. And it just seems like such a mess. So it just breaks my heart for the girls. It really does. I'm very worried that they're not going to get justice. All of this stuff is going to just, I don't know. I'm very concerned about it. So, but anyway, I'm going to let you guys go for tonight. Thank you all for being here. Thank you, Jen, for being here. Thank you, Allie, for being here. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the members and the gifted memberships. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for being here. If you haven't done so already, give your girl a thumbs up so we can get this video out into the algorithm. YouTube loves an algorithm. Yes. So yeah. But thank you guys so much. And I will see you guys tomorrow night over on Allie's for part 3 of the December 2020 phone calls from jail.
Yes. Thank you guys. Stauch. You are so wonderful. Thank you. Have a great night. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.